is your life.
This is row 1, seat 1.
Duck now. Do you have a card? 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 Duck now.
You shake my bones and you rat on my balls.
I'm going to, okay? Jada, I love you. Can't wait to see it. All right?
Luck is for dudes.
I'm like, Joey can't get to his damn computer and phone fast enough to just smash everything he can possibly say.
Means every fucking thing to me.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what were we saying on Sunday? Amon Ra. St. Brown.
Oh, Jesus.
If you say Amon Ra St. Brown the same way Russell Wilson says Broncos country, let's ride.
In any way he said it, like multiple ways that he said
Right, he's like,
it comes
you,
out
you,
right.
you just do like, you like, he's like, Broncos country. Let's ride.
No, we can't bring that. We can't bring up the Missy Elliott
Oh,
song.
no, we're going all in on the Colin Nassib shit.
All right.
We're definitely going in on that. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is another edition of Row 1, Seat 1, live right here on the one, the only, the New Bedford Guide. Thank you all so much for joining us on this glorious Tuesday, September 20th. It is a good day to be alive, sir. The Broncos won. The Colts didn't.
No.
The Patriots won.
We're not winning a fucking game with the way we're playing.
Frank Reich says
We
everything's
got
okay.
Oh, yeah, we got KC next week. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, that's
fucking
dope.
dope.
That's good. You know, when I'm 0-2 and I look at my schedule and I got 2 winnable games on it against the Texans and the Jaguars, and then I look at my schedule and the next thing I see is the Kansas City Chiefs coming to town. I'm already 0-2 against 2 shitty teams. Yeah, that makes me feel great.
1-1.
Yeah. Right. 0-1.
Fucking
0-2. They're 0-2.
Not for tiebreakers.
This is true. Yeah. I said this to him the other day. I said,
I know.
a tie is
That's
not
big.
a loss. It's not a win, but it's not a loss, but it helps.
It hurts and it helps all at the same time.
Right.
Oh,
It
but
could
it
put us in
hurts.
the playoffs, but who knows?
It hurts.
You can actually go the old 16-0 records.
This is true.
Once you're tied, you can go like 9-7 now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
7-1.
Yeah. Awesome.
Right, yeah. You actually guys are going to have like a normal record this year because you're going to be like 10-6 or 9-7 or whatever. You get that one little fucky boy off on the side. But thank you all for joining us. 774-992-8702 is the phone number if you want to give us a call. We are going to get into all things week number 2 in the National Football League.
We were sitting at your house and we were saying that, man, this is like a fucking boring-ass Sunday. It was anything but fucking boring.
And then, well, it was boring until about the third quarter of the 1 o'clock games, and then shit literally exploded. It went full-blown nuclear assault, and it was just like, holy fuck. Tua comes out of the gate and absolutely just silences the fucking haters, which we'll get into that. Don't worry.
Nuts.
Don't worry, Sean.
No.
We'll get into it.
I'm gonna already threaten this right now. Anybody that I see that supports Tua, I'm screenshotting their shit like Joey used to do for like Patriots fan stuff. And then
Still do.
5 years from now, I'm gonna be like, no, you're married to this man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if he's off the team, if he's dead in a ditch somewhere, if he's like on a Colombian drug bust with Bruno Mars. I don't care. Like, Tua is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't give a damn how good of a game he had. Oh, great. He had a great game in 1 quarter, and with which the Baltimore Ravens completely fell
Which
apart.
it counted.
Which I think their 3 starting corners were out.
I think the whole defensive backfield was out. I'm not joking.
I know, I'm not either. I think that was actually true.
I mean, I just thought it was funny. I was watching it. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on right now? I'm like, awesome, because I have Jalen Waddle on my fantasy team, which I don't really give a fuck about fantasy. Let me just put that out there right now. But it was kind of funny because I'm like, why are they giving up so many fucking yards like all the time? I'm like, every time we go back to it, it's like big-ass play after big-ass play. I'm like, what are they doing? I'm like, why do they even have the ball back right now?
Tua underthrowing the shit out of Tyreek Hill like 4 times.
But we
Tyreek Hill
literally
being like, I'll come back to this real quick and bye.
We literally went to one. I switched it to one game. It went to commercial, and then I switched it back to the Dolphins game, and the Dolphins had the ball again. And I'm like, how do they have the ball? They just scored. Like,
It's like stupidity
I'm like,
stuff.
holy shit, man.
Oh, hey, look at that. Paul, I won this week in fantasy.
Nice.
I had no idea.
Same thing with but you're
Screw
right.
you, shitties.
All the 1 p.m. games were absolute like
Knockouts.
nuts.
Yeah.
They were knockouts, and it was wild. And like we're sitting down there, we're watching Detroit Lions because, Detroit they are a point of interest for me this year because I want to see how Dan Campbell, PC principal, takes this fucking team in. And he's like, I don't give a fuck if you got one ass cheek and 3 fingers, we'll fight you fucking anywhere. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means, bro, but I'm in.
Yep.
I'm fucking in. And then you got my man, Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he just balled the fuck out on Sunday. It was
he's
awesome.
great.
Jared Goff looks like he's found a little bit of his old self in him. It was fun. It was a good day. It was a good day to be a Lions fan. If you're a Lions fan, you should be like head in the air.
Decon's happy.
Decon, yeah. Hey, Decon, you happy, bruh? You happy with my boy Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Jesus Christ.
And I'm gonna say that all the time because it just works. But you had that. We had the Patriots get off the snide. They beat the Steelers, which I picked them to win that game.
I did not. This was also before T.J. Watt had a toy pack, but whatever.
I picked the Patriots to win that game. Bill Belichick owns Mike Tomlin somehow, some way, inexplicably. No matter how much more talented the Steelers might appear to be, Bill Belichick just finds a way to beat Mike Tomlin every single fucking time.
Well, they have like the old Dick LeBeau defense, which they absolutely refuse to change.
They're like, no. This worked for us in the 70s. God damn it, we're going to still use it now.
No, they used cover 2 all game, and the Patriots just threw over the middle the whole game. That's all they did.
And the Patriots, they're going to find their stride. Don't you worry. The Patriots are going to be just fine.
I'm not worried at all. I know I wasn't here last week to talk about the Week 1 game. I'm sorry. The Patriots outplayed Miami. I don't give a shit what the final score says.
Oh, they definitely outplayed Miami.
They beat the shit out of Miami.
Two plays in Miami that really tipped that game for Miami. But we'll get into that. We'll get into the Broncos. Finally, they managed to, speaking of not being worried, hi, not worried. Not worried at all. We avoided 2.
I mean, they still played like kind of ass in that.
Oh,
game.
we played like ass.
No, but I talked about this
doesn't
with
matter.
Joey like weeks ago, like when they first traded for Russell Wilson, and he's like, oh, he's already working out with the receivers, and I'm like, there's always gonna be that shit start to the season where the offense is gonna look like crap, and then it takes about a month or two.
When Peyton Manning came to Denver in 2012, we started the season 2-3.
That's right. I forgot all about that.
This is not like for me to sit here as a Broncos fan and hit the panic button would just be fucking completely out fucking landish, completely foolish, stupid as shit. And it just, I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not getting upset about a 1-1 start. Should we have beat Seattle? Absolutely, we should have beat Seattle. We should be 2-0 going in this Sunday night game against the San Francisco 49ers and Jimmy G, who is now the man.
I know Trey Lance going out.
Trey Lance doing what Trey Lance does. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. We'll get into everything about Week 2. We'll get into your Colts, Paul. We'll get into the Raiders. Absolutely, just doing like befuddling things, yet also doing Raiders things. The Raiders did what the Raiders do, which actually they blew a 21-point lead for the first time ever.
Wow.
Right?
Making sure, the volume was all messed up.
I could hear it. They did that. The Giants and Danny Dimes.
I know.
Looking good. The Bills look absolutely fucking unbeatable. We'll get into that. We'll get into the Rams. We'll get in.
Your boy Josh Allen. Your boy.
We'll get into the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, Cooper
And
Rush.
Cooper
the Cooper
Rush.
Rush-led Cowboys.
Who, to some people, according to some experts within the game, looks a little bit like a young Tom Brady. We'll get into your boy Brady.
Didn't they just say Cooper Rush last year looked like a young Tony Romo? Every time this guy comes out and fills in a game, everyone's like, he's a young. Think of another white quarterback,
Who's
Mark
a good
Bulger.
Guy. Yeah.
He looks this.
They always
He's
pick like a young white
Kurt
dude.
Warner. Yeah.
Oh, but he wasn't bagging groceries. You can't use that now.
No.
If the guy had a second job, if he came working from like Foot Locker, they'd be like, "Oh, it's a young Kurt Warner."
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, next week I guarantee it. Watch. Rush is gonna have a few good games. I liked Rush in college.
Cooper Rush. I like his story. You know what I mean?
Yes. Really good.
Last year, the whole thing.
I think Dallas will play well. I do not like how Mike McCarthy was kind of handicapping Kevin O'Connell, who I think is a very good offensive coordinator. He was telling him, like, dumb down the playbook.
Blocking him a little bit.
Yeah. I think you'll hear a couple more analogies by the end of the year. You'll say, oh, yeah, Cooper Rush, he's not the young Aaron Rodgers. And you'll hear a couple of things. Like, you'll have a couple of games where he'll run out there and he'll scramble a little bit and make some great throws.
Oh, he's got wheels.
Yeah, yep, and you'll hear all the analogies. Like, I think Rush is good, but he'll come back to the pack.
Yeah, I wish him well. I hope he does well. I kind of like the fact that he's
The question
getting a
is
shot.
the
you know what I
question
mean?
is going to be though, when Dak comes back, if Cooper Rush is undefeated, do you put Dak back in?
Fuck no, you let him sit.
Or do you do the Tom Brady Drew Bledsoe thing and let the young kid take the reins?
Depends how it's going.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, this is something we should look at, something
No.
we should think about.
Jerry
It's something-
Jones is the type
It's-
to pull Cooper Rush going undefeated, put Dak back in,
Yes.
lose enough games to get out of the playoffs
Yes,
and fucking all
and
up.
I'm sorry. On that Dallas game, Tony Pollard is absolutely outplaying Ezekiel Elliott. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
Well-
they refuse to start Tony Pollard because of the money they're paying Zeke.
Right.
That
Same
does
thing
have
with
an
Dak.
impact. It does have an impact. People don't realize that, but it's like, well, we're not paying this guy X amount of money to sit on the bench behind this guy because that'll make us look stupid. Egos are a big thing in the NFL.
It's
People
all
need
Jerry
to-
Jones' ego.
People need to understand that. But phones are up and running, 774-992-8702. We'll get into that. We'll get into Albert Pujols, MLB.
Yes.
Let's
The race is on, bro.
Let's just say it right now. Let's fucking go Mets. All right? I know we had Jared Schuster on this show a couple years ago, and he is a pitcher for the Atlanta Braves right now, and I know it's going to come down to Mets-Braves, the final series of the
that's
season to
gonna be a
decide
tough one
the
for
NL
me.
East.
Why am I cheering for the Mets?
Sound the trumpets, bro.
That's the only reason.
Edwin
yeah, Edwin
Diaz.
Diaz,
Nah.
I can see that.
Come on, man. The Mets are a likable fucking team
The
this year.
only so it's like for me, it's like the Mets because of Edwin Diaz or the Braves because Chipper Jones used to play for the Braves, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
But
it's
more
because-
importantly, Jared Schuster, who New Bedford, born
yeah,
in,
and
you
Schuster.
know what I
So
mean?
it's like Schuster and Chipper Jones,
Friend of the
or
radio
Edwin
program.
Diaz. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it.
But we'll get into that. We'll do a little
I can't
motorsports
stand
minute.
baseball.
yeah,
Little motorsports minute because we got Formula One coming up Sunday morning.
yeah.
We got NASCAR. We got a bunch of good shit going on in the wonderful world of motorsports. If you haven't been paying attention,
Yep.
but we'll get into all that. Plus your calls. Plus our picks. Plus whatever else. Oh, we got Bryson DeChambeau getting assaulted. Don't wait. Don't.
Really?
Oh yeah, stick around for that.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah,
he
oh,
got
you
stabbed.
You haven't seen this? You haven't heard about this?
No.
Oh,
Wait, he got no, he didn't. You
Yes,
fucking
he
asshole.
did.
yeah, he gets stabbed right in
What?
the fucking eye.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it.
Yep, you're gonna see it. But
All right, fuck you guys.
let's do a little bit of week 2 reaction first. So let's start, Sean, first with the we're gonna go heavy on the Raiders and the Dolphins here to start because I feel like those are the two most polarizing teams that were that did what they did on Sunday, or at least people had were the most surprised by those outcomes. Let's start with the Dolphins.
Okay.
Tua goes off for 6 touchdowns, like 400-something fucking yards, like 299 in the second half of the fourth quarter, whatever it was. I don't even fucking know. It was so ridiculously outlandish that I actually stopped paying attention to it because I'm like, this is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. Tua is not this good. Listen, I love Tua. You guys know I have sat here and defended Tua since he was in college.
Yep.
That is my
Bama.
Pineapple Prince.
I know.
Okay? The Pineapple Prince. If you put Tua and Derrick Henry on the same team, I would probably have to root for that team over the Broncos right now.
What if it was the Patriots?
I would have to do it because that's the Pineapple
fuck
Prince
up.
and my chocolate stud
You
pony.
wouldn't root for the Patriots over the Broncos, no matter who.
If they started Tua and Derrick Henry, I might.
It's a lie.
I might.
What if they started Tua at wideout and Derrick Henry, and they put Peyton Manning on that team?
Well, now you're just fucking
And
sweet.
shit.
Now you're sweetening the fucking pot, bro. I don't know what do you want me to tell me.
And champion.
then
You're really gonna
I'm
root
gonna-
for all
I-
the?
I-
Fuck that.
I'm
dude.
gonna paint my fucking front of my house in a Patriots logo at that point.
You're a fucking idiot.
You bring you got Peyton Manning playing quarterback, handing off to my chocolate stud pony and throwing to the Pineapple Prince. I don't even care that he can't play receiver. It
I
doesn't
know
matter.
that's what I was trying
Doesn't
to like.
fucking matter.
I was trying to make it go the other way
wouldn't
around.
matter.
But I
Yeah,
guess
I'd be
that
the biggest
didn't work.
Patriots fan you've ever met. You're like, what are you
Fucking
talking about? I've been a Patriots fan since I was 3 years old. Fuck off.
Right
I came out right at that. New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Let's ride
Chowder kid.
to
I don't know.
Omaha. No, but seriously, I love the Pineapple Prince. That Tua is my guy. That is my boy. I want him to succeed in
I
this
was
league
happy to
so
see him do
bad.
well this
I
week.
was super happy to see him throw 6 touchdowns
Yeah.
and kind of have that like fuck you moment.
I did something once.
However, I am also a realist and I am going to very much pump the brakes and say That was about as big of a load of bullshit as Joe Flacco beating the Broncos in 2012. Like, actually, probably more of a load of bullshit. That's right up there with Nick Foles throwing 7 touchdowns in a game once.
Yeah.
Against the Raiders.
That's right
when it
there
was
with
the Eagles.
Appalachian State beating Troy this weekend.
That's right up there. I was going to say, I thought you were going somewhere else. That's right up there with Appalachian State beating fucking Michigan
Oh, that too.
to start the 07 season.
Yeah.
That was it. Look. Okay. I love Tua. I am a Tua fan. So let me preface this whole statement with that in case you haven't gotten that yet. This is not sustainable. This is smoke and mirrors at its finest. This pumpkin is going to turn this chariot is going to turn back into a pumpkin.
What if we're witnessing the next best head coach?
Well before midnight. Listen, I don't think my problem with that, Paul, is this. If we were witnessing the next great head coach, why the fuck was Stephen Ross willing to potentially sacrifice owning the Dolphins and so he could cheat and circumvent the whole system
I'm not
to
saying
try
they
to get
tried to put
Sean
him out
Payton and
there.
Tom Brady on his team? This man was literally willing to sacrifice his ownership of the team to get Sean Payton and Tom Brady.
Right.
And now I'm suddenly supposed to sit here and be like, oh, no, they had this vision for Mike McDaniel and
No, I'm not saying
Tua
they had a vision.
Tagovailoa.
This is like A-Rod sitting behind 5. You just never knew who you had. And then you were like, fuck,
Well, we
you're
knew
in a
who we
tight
had,
spot.
man.
And then they promoted him, and they're like, maybe this is the best
They
fucking
didn't promote
thing.
Mike McDaniel. They took him away from San Francisco.
Yeah, he was a
Oh, I thought he was already there.
No.
No.
Oh, shit.
He was-
I'll just go
he was-
fuck myself then.
Mike McDaniel was the ball boy for the Broncos with Kyle Shanahan back in the 90s.
Yeah, that's awesome now.
'Cause
I mean,
because
hey,
Mike
way to work
Shanahan.
your way up. But all I'm saying is this kid got the job, and maybe they were just like, whoops, we just fucking,
Well, that's the thing. So, listen, I like Mike McDaniel. He's 2-0 as a starter. I mean, it's nothing to spit at. As a starter,
He's
as
got
a
big
first-time
balls.
head coach. You know who else was 2-0 as a first-time head coach? Josh McDaniels.
I was going to say Josh McDaniels.
We all saw how that ended. We all saw how that shit fucking
I
went.
knew you were going to bring that up.
I'm just saying, I don't believe what the Dolphins are doing is sustainable. I think the Dolphins are still a quarterback away from being a true threat in the AFC East. We'll see it because they have the Bills this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
They get the Bills this week.
Watch
Now-
they're going to win.
If the Finns come out and beat the Bills, I will sit here next Tuesday night and I will shut the fuck up. You'll just get this out of me. This is what you're going to get. I'm not going to speak.
I'm picking the Bills. I mean, I'm picking the Dolphins this week.
But it's an any given Sunday.
That's
thing.
what you're going to get.
It's an any given
It
Sunday.
is, of
thing.
course.
Where
but
are they playing?
I
It doesn't even matter.
believe this one's in Miami.
It's a division game.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yes, it does. It's a division game.
It big
does
time
not
matters.
It big time matters. We've already established.
Yeah, this is at Miami.
Oh, I'm taking the Finns. Fuck yeah, bro.
I'm locking in my pick for the Bills right now. Safe.
Are you? Can I do
Safe.
that on my thing? No,
Of course you
no,
can.
no,
Of course you can. You just go to the Yahoo app and do it.
That's what I'm doing.
Just go to the Row 1 Seat 1 Pick'em League, which if you're not in it, shame on you. But nonetheless, look, I love what Tua has done. I love what Mike McDaniel has done the first 2 weeks. I mean, they went out and they beat the Baltimore Ravens in a completely just asinine, absurd fashion. I've seen this movie before, okay? It was starring John Fox and Tim Tebow. Okay, it doesn't end well. I can promise you, it ends with a 40-point drubbing in the playoffs and, a 500-ish record. It doesn't end well. And then, you go on, you get your guy. I mean, look, there's a reason why, like we said, there's a reason why the Dolphins were willing to risk it all to get Sean Payton and Tom Brady on that roster before this season started.
If you have an average quarterback, I'm sorry, like Tua's below average. I don't give a shit what
And
this game is.
Bill Belichick completely blew that up, by the way. The genius of Bill Belichick stretches far beyond the area code of Foxborough. But that's,
So let's give them an average quarterback. Who are we giving the Dolphins if they had anybody other than Tua?
Ryan Fitzpatrick,
No, that's a marginal
Nick
upgrade.
Foles,
No, again, that's Dick Holes. I don't want Dick Holes.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right, let's go with Jimmy Garoppolo because that's a realistic option. Jimmy Garoppolo goes to Miami, and he's not great either, but he is average. He's a winning quarterback. He's a game manager. That's a juggernaut type offense he's running down there. I mean, sometimes he underthrows things like Tua, but at the same time, you're talking about that's a real offense you have to play against. And the Miami Dolphins defense has always been good. They're a very blitz-heavy team. They're very successful at it. They have good core guys.
They do well.
Like, the only thing the Dolphins are missing is a quarterback. I'm still standing by that.
I agree. And look, I want Miami to be good. I think it's good for the league when the Dolphins are good. I think it's good for the AFC East when the Dolphins are good.
I like the Dolphins.
I grew up.
I mean, we're not going to have any. We're not holding out hope for the Jets, even though they did fucking take advantage of Cleveland. I swear to God, Cleveland was just like,
Oh my
"Hey,
God.
Fred Kitchens, you want to come guest coach a game?" And then he did. He was like,
So, did you know that Cleveland had to start? They're gonna have to start sending out. They said police to the parking lots to start taking down and fining people bringing offensive content material to the parking lots.
"Awesome."
I saw the guy with the
On the truck?
dummy on, no, it was the
With
dummy
the-
on the table
with
with
a
the
dildo?
boner, and
With
it
a
was like
dildo on-
happy endings are not illegal.
Yes, and he was selling merchandise.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
There's
awesome.
that guy.
Yeah, I saw that. I
There
was like, nice.
There was
Listen, I thought this was America. It's capitalism, baby. If I want to sell sex toys in the parking lot of a Cleveland Browns game, why am I not allowed
Why
to?
not? You have a vendor's license?
Listen, people want to buy
they
it.
have no vendor's license.
No, they have no licenses.
well
There's no
then.
licensing involved here.
No, this is totally illegal. But
it's Cleveland. It's just like they're like, what degenerate bullshit can we come up with today?
I really do think that Miami is a quarterback away from being like a juggernaut of a team. But they have a short window. If they blow it wasted on Tua, they're going to blow their window.
And that's kind of the problem. That's like the double-edged sword that I think they're getting themselves into with Tua, is that Tua's going to play himself into that starting role beyond this year. And they're going to go, okay, yeah, no, we got our guy. Like, he's, there's still room for improvement. He was good, but he was good. He was good. He was pretty good. Like, we could do it. And then they're going to get to like year 2, year 3, and it's going to be like Ryan Tannehill all over again. And you're going to go, the talent's there, but there's just something missing. And it's not the talent with Tua, because the talent with Tua is there. Unlike, Ryan Tannehill had the talent, but Ryan Tannehill was like, you just
A
can't.
head case.
You can't put your finger on it, and you can just see it and sense it. And people like us, we've been around the game for a long time. We've watched a lot of football in our day. You can
put your finger on it. You can unroll it. You can roll it back. You can make it go 4 inches, 5 inches. That's what he's missing. He's just like a Kyler Murray. He just needs a couple extra inches, maybe like 4 or 5. If he was taller, I think he'd be a little bit better.
He should go for that leg breaking
That's
surgery.
what I'm saying.
But you know what's funny is I was watching somebody did a side-by-side on
measuring
Twitter.
tape.
They flipped the video of the game, and it made Lamar look like a lefty and Tua look like a righty. And I do have to say this. There is some sort of perceptive bias that we have as football fans, that when we watch a lefty throw, we're like, I don't know. Because when I watch Lamar Jackson throw as a lefty, I'm going, that looks weird. And it does look weird. It's still, the ball gets where it's supposed to go. It does what it's supposed to do. But when you're watching Tua throw, like he looking like he's a righty, you're like, oh, shit, that's a compact throwing motion. Like, that actually looks pretty fucking good. You're like, and it tricks you into thinking that he's not as good as he is simply because he's throwing with his left hand. Now, we're so accustomed to right-handed passers in the NFL that we're not used to this left-handed thing. And when we watch Tua as a lefty, we have this inherent bias that's built into us to sit there and go, there's something wrong there. There's something not right, which isn't true. There is nothing wrong with his throwing motion. Believe me, I watched, I don't know, I'm going to say at least 90 minutes worth of videos on Tua.
Solid 90.
Flipped as a righty. Just video of him flipped as a righty. And I'm trying to look, and I'm like, because there's this whole YouTube rabbit hole I went down, and it just became this big fucking thing, and I'm like, God damn it. When Tua's a righty, he looks crisp. He looks clean. Now, the one thing I will say is this, though. When you did the side-by-side with him and Lamar Jackson, the velocity on the football was palpable. And I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, yeah, that got there a little quicker. No, like Lamar Jackson's balls got there way faster.
Lamar Jackson has an immense, powerful arm.
Right, but
It's
he
never
has what you would consider an NFL arm, right?
Sure, yeah.
Like we talk about with Malik Willis on the Titans, and Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen and all these guys, and we're like, that is an elite NFL arm. Lamar Jackson has an elite NFL arm. I'm not saying that to be like this isn't a knock on Tua so much as it is praise for Lamar Jackson. But what the difference is, what I'm getting at is this perception that we have of left-handed quarterbacks is very interesting when you break it down, because when you look at a left-handed quarterback throw a football, you do not see it the same way as you do a right-handed. Your brain doesn't function because your brain's not conditioned to see that. You're conditioned to look at a right-handed guy throwing a football from the angle that you're looking, and you can really – we've seen it so many times. We can identify a good throwing motion, like a good arm, just by looking at the TV and saying, yeah, that's a good throwing motion. Like, okay, mechanics is spot on or whatever.
Right.
But my point is this, is with a lefty, we don't do that because we don't see it so much. So we're not conditioned to see it.
Well,
so
I was
when
going to say,
we inherently just kind of downgrade the lefties.
well, how often
through bias.
do we see a successful lefty? Like
Steve Young.
Steve Young, Michael Vick,
I would even
Boomer Esiason.
I would even say Vic as a lefty, as a passer, not that successful.
No, but like overall as a quarterback, like he had a powerful arm. Vic, like his arm was ridiculous.
Insane. But he was not a great passer.
He's not a great passer. Esiason,
Average at best.
I'm trying to think of like other great like what you consider like above average lefties that are like notable in the league.
Not many.
Because most of the time when you see a lefty, you're like, oh, they're gonna be junk. Because more often than not, they're not good.
No, Brunell was a righty, right?
Brunell was a lefty.
Brunell was a lefty.
Bruce?
Yeah.
Who else? Tebow was famously a lefty.
Well, Tebow, yeah, but Tebow was terrible
I know.
at throwing a football.
Matt Leinart
Oh, Paul.
sucked.
I think if I'm out of the grapefruit ones, just use the strawberry. I'm in a very berry mood tonight.
Oh, we missed a big one. Ken Stabler,
Oh, right, yeah.
big lefty.
Yeah. Stabler was a lefty.
Okay, so there's like 5 decent lefties of all time.
A couple Hall of Famers in there.
Just a couple.
You know. But you're talking about. But the thing is like when you watch these guys, and there is an inherent bias, no matter what, that you have. It's a subconscious bias. You don't even realize you have it. When you watch Tua throw the ball, you're automatically downgrading him because he's a lefty. You don't realize it, but you're doing it. And it was one of the more eye-opening, awakening experiences. Let me put it this way: it's been a long time since something has come, some sort of information has come to me about the NFL that I've been like, wow, I did not see that.
I never thought about flipping game footage to see like mechanics stuff like that.
I'm telling
Never
you,
thought about that.
I'll send you the link after the show.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
It's absolutely fascinating because when you watch Tua throw as a righty, you're like, yeah, it looks great. The velocity's not there. You can definitely see there's a lack of velocity.
Yeah.
But he looks crisp, clean. The throwing motion is compact. It looks like everything you would want out of a quarterback, but you don't see it because the way that the TV portrays it, and we're just so accustomed to seeing righties because 10% of the population is left-handed. I got in trouble in 6th grade for that. Did I ever tell you about that?
What?
We had a health teacher. I won't say his name, but he used to say on Monday like that.
Yeah.
Like and
Pronunciation.
he was a nice guy. He was a cool dude. But he was like, he popped us with a trivia question in health class one day. It was 6th grade, health studies or whatever the fuck they called it. And he was like, 10% of the population is this. And everybody's sitting there like scratching their heads and they're like, what the fuck is this? And he goes, I'll give you a hint. I'm one of them. And immediately I just go, gay! And
I already knew where it was going.
And he goes, out. And I'm like, I thought I had it there. And I walk out in the hallway and I get an after session or whatever. And but the answer was left-handed. So
Yeah.
10% of the population is left-handed.
Yeah.
But immediately I
What
was
a jerk. You're like, oh, he's a nice guy. Gay.
I couldn't help it. I knew he probably wasn't, but it was just like, dude, come on. Even as a 6th grader, I was like, this is a fucking layup, bro. Like, you're
Awful.
basically giving me the green light to roast you. I swear to God, he asked that question and gave that hint in that way just so somebody would say that so he could
get detention.
so
to
you could
somebody.
reprimand somebody. But if you look at the way Tua threw and you look at what he did, now obviously the velocity wasn't there. The throws were accurate, but they didn't look. I just still think it's going to be.
God damn it, Rob.
I think this is a flash in the pan for Miami. enjoy it while you're here. Live it up.
Yes.
Talk your shit. But just know this is probably going to come to an end.
Oh, especially this season. Like, there's just no way. There is absolutely no way. I'm sorry. Like, anybody with like a... Oh, you know another thing that got brought up this weekend that I...
Man, fuck you, Rob. The fucking Falcons aren't going to be equal to the Broncos. Get the fuck out of here. I'll tolerate a lot of Rob's nonsense, but that I will not tolerate.
The other thing I want to bring up is another thing that was brought up this weekend. Someone said it. Someone said, like, Nick Saban has been low-key targeting quarterbacks with, like, below average, like, velocity for arms. And I was like, you're right. I'm like, why? Because he prefers
Mucho's craziest.
he prefers precision and intelligence over power and like inaccuracy.
Well, so he's not going after guys with low key arms. He's just going after guys with precision and intelligence.
And Tua's not dumb.
And putting the arm at the bottom of the
Yeah.
list, because otherwise you'd be going after, Justin Herberts and Arch Mannings and
Dude, we gotta talk about Arch Manning.
I
too.
know.
280 grand, bitch.
That's nothing, dude.
That's
such
nothing
a
for that school.
Nah,
that is
I
such-
know.
Matthew McConaughey probably forwarded the whole thing.
I was gonna say Matthew McConaughey
All
probably.
right.
He was probably like, "We're getting Peyton Manning's son."
Did you see the
nephew."
Chad
All
Powers?
right, It's not even his son.
Did you see
right.
Chad Powers?
No.
You didn't see
Oh, I
Eli
saw
Manning
Chad
as
Powers,
Chad
yeah.
Powers?
Oh, yes, I did.
He
Yes,
tried
I
out
did.
for Penn State. That was
Yeah.
hilarious. I love it when they do that. I wish they would do that more. I wish you would see more of that.
How stupid! I'm embarrassed.
He's so noticeable.
He's so old.
I'm like, yeah, but the thing is I'm like,
He's like, hey guys.
he's got such a distinct face. It's
He
like,
used like
you
a
can't do any makeup to fucking
He
disguise
used like
Eli
a
Manning.
fake lesbian accent. Hey guys, it's me, Chad. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Gotta think fast, be fast, run fast.
I like how they timed
Right.
it. They
Run
timed
fast,
this.
be fast. Run
yeah,
fast, be
they
fast.
timed this 45.
That shit without
He
it was
goes,
fucking
but he's 36 or whatever. He's our
mean,
age.
he started-
The fact that
lighten it
he's
up.
36, I ran a faster 40 than he did.
Really? He's only 36? I thought he was way older than that.
No, he's my age.
Dude, he started in the NFL when we were like the same age when we started in the
Yeah.
NFL.
Jesus Christ.
When I got to
2004.
when I got to like 06, 07, and I was like,
05.
oh damn it, I'm older than the guys getting drafted now. This sucks.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
No,
he
that was
only
like 08,
36.
09 for me. I was
thought
like,
he was
06,
I
07.
thought he was way
I think
older than
I think
that.
it was the Matt Leinart, Vince Young draft when I was like, wait, I'm older than them.
Was that? Yeah, the USC.
Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
It
when
ma-
I.
it makes you
that was
debate
when I
your life.
realized the dream was dead, boys. And I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, because you had a chance. You're watching the draft in the 7th round. I could be drafted. Nah, I didn't make it.
Listen, right now my 40 is probably at least a 7 flat, dude.
I
Not
would
even
love to know
close.
what mine is for real. Like for real.
We should go run one.
I'm probably
I
like
am.
mid
I have
fives.
gotten like my knees are so bad now that like I can't even do legs if I want
I
to.
know damn
And
well my fucking 40 is terrible as shit. Probably
My
looking
40,
in the
I ran a
60s.
5.199, so call it
You're
a
probably looking in the
5.2
sixes.
in college.
Yeah,
At 290 pounds, I ran a 5.2,
sixes maybe.
which
Dude.
was very respectable.
Me and Eric, Vince fan, ran one at Gillette Stadium, and we got both tagged at like 5'4", and we were like, nah, that's too slow. And we were flying. And
He's like, you sure you didn't mix those numbers up? You sure it's not the other way around?
4 or 5. No, but
I mean,
like
I
remember we did
I say a
that.
5.1 because it's 5.19 sounds better than 5.2, but it was closer to a 5.2 than it was a 5.1. But I ran a 5.1 in college, but that was
You know, like that kid in the
I
parking
mean,
lot.
but
with
I
his
was
shoes
like,
off that
I was
rainbow.
fucking, I was
All flat.
working at that though. Like I was working because that was like, I was a walk on at college. Like I wasn't recruited. I wasn't anybody's fucking kid or whatever. And
5'2" would get you drafted.
God, no, not even close. Not even fucking close, dude.
In the 90s, yes.
Yeah, maybe in like 91.
Joey and Chatty in the same draft.
Yeah, like I would have been with like fucking Brad, fucking was it the Incredible Bulk there, the kid, the Packers first round pick, not Malawana. What was the
Maluga?
offensive lineman the Packers drafted in the 90s?
Isn't it Maluga or something?
Maluga.
Maluga.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
No,
fucking
we're
the
thinking
fir-
of
The first round bust?
No, we're thinking of the fucking
Cincinnati, right? Or no?
No, it was the Packers. We're thinking of the first round bust. We're thinking of the fucking Ray Malaluga from USC.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah, we're thinking of the linebacker. No, he was a fucking beast.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Oh, Tony Mandarich.
Tony Mandarich.
We're
there
even
it is.
close.
Yeah, I have
No,
idea.
Malawana was the guy who played for the
That
Eagles.
was 89, by the way.
Yeah, By the way.
I don't know why I said it twice.
All right, Sean 2 times
Shawnee
over here.
2 times.
Shawnee 2 times over here. He's gonna get the papers. Get the papers. Fucking.
Rest in peace, Ray Liotta.
I know, right? Oh,
Oh, wow, I forgot he's dead.
I know. Did you hear the Queen died?
Yeah, no, I knew that.
They buried her yesterday.
Well, how it took us so long?
I don't know. Apparently they had to like.
Everybody's got a view.
They had to
and
like.
shit.
They had to parade her around like George Floyd, like all over the country.
Jeez.
They should have just put
In
a
like a
stick up her
horse-drawn
ass and
carriage.
fucking walked
My
around like,
God.
the king,
Yeah,
the
she
queen.
got the George Floyd treatment.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What?
That was a bad one.
That
Who
was
gives
not
a shit
good.
about the queen? Who fucking cares? Last
I
time I
don't-
checked, we
yeah,
said
I don't-
fuck them people.
Ireland
like,
went crazy cheering her death.
Yes.
Yeah, no
as an
shit,
as an
yeah.
Irishman, I said, "God fuck the Queen," and I drank a Guinness. Like I don't give a fuck
Don't
about
care.
the fuck those oppressive fucking bitches.
Last time I checked, we said go fuck
I mean,
them.
seriously, like, who gives a shit? That is going to be one of the dumbest fucking things ever. These like
16
the
hours.
royal family.
People waiting
It's like
16 hours,
You're
dude.
fucking LARPing as royalty. Like that's all you do. You're not actually like doing anything. You're just pretending. You're like, I'm the Duke of Duchess. And
Yeah.
you're like, nope. You're a fucking lame.
I mean,
but
the
I
Queen-
live in a castle. You're like,
They owned.
cool. Does
they
the thing even
owned
have plumbing?
fucking-
Fuck out of here.
They own seabeds for oil, like for drilling oil and shit. They own seabeds. Like they're like the richest.
You know
fucking
that there
family
is,
in the
you know, there is
world,
there is a
and I'm
rule
like,
in Britain, like or whatever, like that the inheritance tax doesn't apply to the royal family.
No, it doesn't.
Because they don't want the wealth of the royal family to ever erode. Like so,
right,
they
it
don't.
won't,
true.
Trust me, it won't. If you ever looked on, like, if you ever like read up like how rich the fucking royal family is, like they put the Rothschilds to fucking shame.
Oh, I know.
Well,
I
they-
mean, you got the
they
royal.
Get, they get paid daily.
yeah.
Oh,
You got the royal brood sow there. Fucking what's her name?
brutes.
fucking Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle.
That fucking cow. Fucking skank ass cow.
She's a cow?
Dude, I wouldn't fuck her with your dick.
Why is Meghan Markle a cow? What did I miss with this?
Because she's a brood sow. That's all she is. She's just there for the fucking redheaded prince who is in the British Air Force, whatever, to like just to make babies with, and then
They
they're
got
like,
shunned anyway, didn't
and
they?
yeah, they get shunned, and they're like, that's because the royal family's racist, and it's like, bro. You're
No
a fucking.
kidding.
You are the trust fund baby of all trust fund babies, and you still fucked it up. Like,
Yeah, I
how
know.
did you pull this
I
off?
know. That was a
Like,
bad
Jesus
one.
Christ!
Didn't the
at
queen
least you
own
fucking.
slaves?
At least is the queen. No, the queen never owned slaves.
She wasn't around.
Are you
no.
sure?
I mean, maybe like deep in Africa, like in Zimbabwe, when they were like,
No,
when,
no.
when fucking what's his name was like in this little city of Zinj looking for diamonds
Maybe
or something.
before she was the queen. I don't know.
I'm talking
I
about when
don't
she
know.
was
I'd have
when
to
she
look
was
this
young.
up. I don't know.
Weren't there slaves?
I don't. The queen? No, she took over in like the 40s, the 50s.
In England.
There was no slavery in England in the 50s. Last I
sure?
checked, the United States is the most racist country of all time, and we haven't had slaves in like 200 fucking years or 400 years, whatever the fuck it is now. I don't fucking know. 200 years. And, yeah, no. I mean, there might have been like little British colonies that used and like enslaved people here.
Rob is just simping in the chat.
I don't know about if they owned slaves. I don't think so. I think it was. Nah.
It is a complete opposite reaction in the
fuck
chat.
Meghan Markle. Fuck her. She's not even that fucking attractive. Oh, I gotta look this bitch up again.
Who? Meghan Markle?
How do you know-
Wasn't she on that stupid show?
She's some fucking actress, dude.
Deal or
She's
no
not
deal?
even.
Deal
Not,
or no deal. Thank you. Yeah.
dude, come on, man. She looks like a fucking washed up fucking what's her name that Tom Brady banged?
Bridget Moynihan?
No, the other one. The one that
Tara
did-
Reid?
Nope, the other one. Listen, look, I'm not saying she's ugly, bro. I wouldn't kick her out of bed, but like, dog. What? Like, what is so hot about this bitch? I don't get it, dude. Like, she's just.
Sorry.
She's nothing but a fucking womb for Prince Harry.
She's a brood sow.
And she's a brood sow. She's a straight fucking brood sow. Like,
Yeah.
decent features. And then didn't her and Prince Harry, the fucking ginger fucking Jew rat, didn't he try to fucking like claim like, oh, they're just mad because our baby is somewhat black. It's like, who the fuck? What? No. Like, no. And that's what got her disowned. As a matter of fact, I'm fairly certain that fucking pedo that's in charge now, that's the king, he's a pedo, look it up. I'm pretty sure he like banned her from the funeral. He was like,
Yeah,
no,
they
you're-"
weren't like
He was like, nah, you're not
formally
coming.
invited or
And she's
whatever.
like, and they're like, no, we're coming because the royal mum is dead. And we're like,
But
nah,
they
fuck
gave
you.
up all their ill royalty shit when they decided to move to America, didn't they?
Canada. I think they went to Canada. They defected to
I
Canada.
thought it was.
like,
Thought it
moved
was.
to
They lived in L.A., but
Did
then
they
I think
straight move to L.A. Like,
but then they became like Canadian citizens or something shit like that. Wasn't that the
don't know.
thing? I forget.
This
Dude,
is
it
where
doesn't
my
matter.
royalty would be cool.
I like
Yeah.
how I have like no idea what you're talking about. And Joey's like, I don't give a shit about these people, and using all these British terms. I'm like,
I've only just gathered what I've seen from the news and lately and things about, whatever's going on.
you're way too invested in this Queen stuff. That
because
was
a
a lot of passion. I'm not
Because
gonna
I
lie
think
to
it's
you.
just it's got to be one of the dumbest fucking things that we do. Like, because I remember when I was working at Ruby Tuesdays, right? 12, 15 years ago. I don't remember. Long time ago. Whenever the royal wedding was. When Markle and Prince Henry.
No, you're talking about Kate Middleton.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't
That was
matter.
like 12 years
There was
ago.
like a royal wedding or whatever. And it was
Yeah,
like
Kate
wall-to-wall
Middleton
news
and
coverage.
the older one.
And they're like, oh, and there are the mushroom people from Nova
William,
Scotia sprinkling
right?
Captain
William,
Crunch,
Prince Will,
as
Prince
is
William.
tradition. And
The
everything
mushroom people?
everything was like, as is tradition,
Is it
as
Harry?
is tradition.
Yeah, is it Harry or William?
I don't fucking care. They're all fucking lames. None of
Harry's
them.
the younger one?
I would literally fight every single one of them and then shit in their faces and then slap their wives and be like, you're not even good enough for me to have sex with
Did
you,
you
skank.
see the people crying when they were walking up to the fucking to the casket?
It's
like,
all
as
an
I'm
act.
like, you just fucking spent 14 hours in line to look at this
Dude.
like random purple blanket
When I
over
was-
a box with
I
a
was-
crown on
It's,
top.
I heard it was a lead casket though, because she has to be buried like on display.
In a lead casket?
Yeah.
No, that's because they don't want the goddamn zombies to fucking come get her when the dead rise. That's what it is. I'm telling you.
The zombies don't like lead?
or it could be because they
Yes.
want they because in England they probably still have those like segregated graveyards. So when the dead do rise, and they're like, it's like, oh my God, the dead are rising. We're all rising up against the living. Like, yeah, cool. And then like you get this one skeleton. He looks at another skeleton and he's like, wait. What graveyard are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from the black one. And he's like, fuck you black motherfucker. Get out of here. Like,
Yeah,
nope,
probably.
doesn't work like that.
Those racist
Nope.
bastards.
Yeah.
England is a wild place according to Joey.
Listen, I've been on Twitter.
Well, the way they do things up there in that hierarchy shit.
I've been on
bag,
Twitter a lot lately, and apparently, like, literally, there's the queen is the single most racist person. Like, she may as well be the fucking head of the KKK, and I don't know. I just don't get it. I mean, we parade around fucking fentanyl guys who fucking get killed by cops around here, and yet, we're supposed to be making fun of them. I have no idea. Joey Fats Radio, row 1, seat 1. Welcome to my royal family discussion.
Here we go, boys.
What
Please save us from this conversation.
I'm enjoying this, actually.
Fuck that. That's not why I listen to you guys. So,
Thank you.
You should.
we go down the rabbit
Hey,
hole.
maybe expand your fucking horizons once in a while, you fucking scud.
Wow.
oh my God,
thanks,
the
Graham.
Irishmen were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" When Queen Elizabeth died, who nobody cares.
Yep.
So the reason why Tua has been so good through 2 weeks is no teams know what the fuck they're doing right now.
This is true. I will attest to that, given the first-hand experience I've had watching the Broncos for 2 straight
Yeah,
games.
I'm a Colts
Gang.
fan. I'm a Colts fan. I
Gang.
highly agree.
Bet.
Yo, Falcons fan, we almost came back after blowing a 16-point lead. The Rams almost blew a 30-point lead. Anyway, so
This is true. They did.
Tua has been going off because he can throw the ball at the line of scrimmage and then watch Waddle and Hill just go ham.
Listen, Tua might be the second best quarterback I've ever seen throw the ball at the line of scrimmage.
First is Brady.
Obviously. I mean, Brady made an entire Hall of Fame career off of that. So
Sorry, Sean.
That's okay. I'm not talking.
It's okay.
You don't have to be sorry when you
Sean,
say facts.
Sean,
No, shut up.
Sean
Don't
knows
you
that
dare say that.
Sean knows that Tom Brady is an overrated slam pig that got out of control. Okay.
And he has Julio Jones. What a fucking cuck that guy is.
But
Julio Jones
he's
played-
already hurt. He played
Yeah.
like 16 snaps. He's like, I'm hurt.
He's like, my hamstrings.
And you know what I did at the start of the season when he signed with Tampa?
You cursed
I
his
take it
hamstrings?
I take it personal.
Of
I
course you
took
do.
that shit personally on some MJ shit, and I messaged him on Twitter, and I said, "Yo, I hope you blow out your hamstrings like the cuck you are for going to go play with Tampa." And look what happened.
And there he
And there goes his hamstrings.
Rob, to be fair, like
He's gonna win a Super Bowl this year, but like,
No,
good for
no,
him.
they're
I'm happy
God,
for him,
no,
but like, he's a
the
fucking
Bucks,
bum.
the Bucks aren't even going to win their own division.
dude, if I'll be ready,
No,
Tom Brady's probably going to retire midway through the season.
Fact, he's like,
I
Giselle's
fucking
going to be like,
hope
if you
so.
don't retire by week 10, I'm divorcing your ass.
She stopped going to the games with the kids.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Listen, there's big trouble.
big deal
in
for us normal white
paradise,
folk.
Paradise.
You say it's a big deal for the whites, Rob? Is that what you said?
no, a normal white folk person. Like, yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
big
big
deal for the
deal, but
whites.
like Brady, he's like, bro, I
up
could
with
fuck
everybody
anyone
today?
forever. Meghan Markle, I will take her away from that Ed Sheeran lookalike. No problem.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
Sheeran.
Well, he's like, well, I'm the Prince of Dutch, and you're like, no,
He's
you're-
not.
You're not. You're just some fucking lame. At least he's not as bad as the 73-year-old that finally gets to be king. You know, because you ever read the stories about that fucking lame where he's like,
On the Clippers?
oh my, no, the new king now. He's like,
I don't know, I don't
he's
care.
like, he has like special toothpaste and like requires a certain amount to be placed.
Special toothpaste.
Seriously, he requires his servants to put a specific amount of toothpaste on his toothbrush before he brushes his teeth with it.
The wooden teeth.
So he don't use regular Colgate like us white folk.
No,
Normal white folk.
no,
No.
this dude is
Royal Crest.
This dude's like, oh,
Royal Crest.
these sheets are only 2,200 thread count. This is rubbish. And you're like, what the fuck? And he's like,
Jesus
I'm going to behead
Christ.
every single one
He
of
just-
William Wallace's first.
They don't
like,
behead
relatives.
anybody.
He just throws dudes out the window with a noose around their neck. Ah! You're like, oh,
Like,
shit.
he was so dejected. He was so mad. His girlfriend broke up with him.
I'm 99% sure he can't declare war on Scotland as soon as he comes into his fake title of
Don't
king.
get it
They
twisted.
don't
fucking
have
Even if he
Scotland.
can't, he would
power.
try.
They don't have any military power.
They have no
anyway.
power.
They have
It's
no
just-
power. That's
it's
what I
all-
say. They're LARPing.
Right.
They're fucking
They're
LARPing as
LARPing.
kings and queens and princes and princesses.
Let's get off of this fucking bullshit the Queen Elizabeth talk, guys. Come on.
Sorry.
I know.
It's Joey. He's on a rant about Queen Elizabeth.
No, no,
I
fuck
had,
the royal
I had
family.
Lamar
Seriously.
Jackson sitting on my bench for Russell Wilson.
Ouch.
Why?
Why would you
I
do
still would
that?
have lost because I'm like, bro, there's no way. Let Russ cook. He's not going to put up 16 points again.
Would you
He's
have
playing the
13?
Houston Texans, and then he put up 11.
Well, if you know, Rob, if you'd been listening to this show preseason, you will know that I had said that the Houston Texans are going to be better than people think this year.
they're going to go fucking 6-11.
Listen, right, that their record is not going to be good,
Come
but
on,
they're a better team with Lovie Smith running the show than they were
How
a
do you be
year
a better
ago.
team and you
And I
finish
think
fucking
6-10 and
6-11?
1. 6-10
bro?
and 1.
Listen, we had the Broncos and the Colts, both AFC South, AFC West winning teams. And they
Guys,
tied
me
the
too.
Colts, and they were in a dogfight with the Broncos. Listen,
Me too.
I'm not excusing the Broncos' shit-ass play calling. I'm not excusing their shit-ass execution. I'm not excusing Nathaniel Hackett going full-blown fucking Freddie
Nathaniel,
fucking
you care about his government,
Freddie
bro. You're
fucking
bad, man.
Kitchens. He was Freddie fucking Kitchens on Sunday. I'm not
No.
excusing any of that. However,
However,
the
Okay.
Houston Texans are going to be a better football team in this NFL season than you think.
damn, you get drugged today, your job, and
What's
Rob,
that?
you cut out.
You cut out. Sorry, what did you say?
I said, does your job drug test? And if they don't, are they hiring?
They only drug test if you really, 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 really fuck up, and then even
Wants
if
to
you
get in.
and then once to get in, and
Once
then
to
after
get
that,
in.
if you fuck up, and then even if you do fuck up, you just be like, I have a problem, and they send you to Florida on a 30-day paid
They
vacation.
used to, not anymore.
Now they still do.
Really?
So it's
But
so
you
it's
gotta
like
go to
a
like
one and
6
done kind of
hours
thing.
like
You just
treatment
go
or
to
something.
counseling and talk about your feelings.
yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
bullshit.
Exactly. You just be like, you know what? I just feel like I'm an inmate in this prison, and and they're like, oh my God, you do? They're like, oh Jesus Christ! Fast forward this guy to 20 years right now. Give him 17 years of experience. Let him retire. Jesus, he feels like an inmate.
Retire 100%.
Hey, yo, send me the link after the show. I'll fill out an app.
It's madoc.state.
If I have my hoisting license, does that matter? Do I get? Can
Ooh,
I get
you
a
got a
better
hoisting
Hoisting
position?
license, don't come to the. No, don't.
Wait,
do
you got a
what we do.
hoisting license?
Yeah.
I have a 2B hoisting license.
Yeah,
bro.
no, stick with that, bro.
Dude,
Way
where do you
better
get one
off,
of those?
way
I want
better
to do
off.
that. I want to hoist.
My boy, I work for the city. I get paid dick.
I know. I remember you
I have
showing
an
up.
You gotta get
job
that.
now.
You gotta get that union job,
I
bro.
remember you showing up in a fucking state truck outside the fucking clear
City
my
truck. Calm down.
city truck, whatever. What did I say? State. Sorry, force of habit. State
You gotta
truck.
get that union
And I
gig,
remember being
bro.
like, "Hey, I know this guy,"
And I'm like, hey, I got to clean your catch basin so the leaves are gone.
which you know what, Rob? Just for you, now I do that. I do that so you don't have to.
You know what's crazy?
Because you know what? I know what you have to go through every day, and I don't want you to have to do that, so I help you out.
Bro, that's not even when I go through it. Even when it's raining, we were still fucking doing sidewalk shit. And anyway,
Oh, I know, but I'm
back
just
to
I'm just
fucking
saying.
sports. This is
one
row
less
one,
thing.
seat one, dog.
Right. This is
let's
exactly.
get this in.
This is row one, seat one. The fucking
Let's get-
pinnacle of nonsense. Okay.
Big facts.
Hey, so Bray Wyatt's
All
coming back
I'm
on
saying
Friday.
And occasionally we
Bray
get
Wyatt is coming back ASAP, Rocky.
occasionally we
I
get
heard that.
NFL Hall of Famers, Super Bowl champions, first round draft picks, NBA guys. Occasionally we get those guys on the show too.
And that's dope. You guys got to tune in for that.
Hey, we had
but
T-Bar on the
also,
show.
We did. We
you
actually
got Falcons
we had
fans coming in predicting a 5-12 season. 5-11.
12.
5 and 12.
5 and 12.
5-12.
Used to be 5 and 11.
And nobody thinks it's true.
No, we all think it's true.
No, we all believe you.
Yeah, but how are we 0-2 with a top 5 defense right now?
Because you're playing bad offenses.
Because Kyle Pitts is trash right now.
Kyle Pitts is trash. We got Marcus Mariota at starting QB, but I told you guys Devin Ritter should be starting. But
You did say that.
What do I
Listen,
know?
the Marcus Mariota train's gonna run its course by like week 8
I
or
know.
9, and when they're
I know,
when
when
they're
we're fucking
2
1
and
and
2 and
7.
7 or 3 and 6 or whatever it is, like, you know what, this team needs a spark. Let's go to the kid.
Isn't Cordell Patterson on track to have like 1,600 yards rushing?
Nah, no. They're
Cordell
trying to
Patterson,
rest him.
offensive player of the year.
They're trying to
They're
rest
trying
him.
to rest him.
He
They're
plays
re-
everything.
They're resting him up for next year's playoff run. That's what they're doing.
He's played 92% of the snaps, but like, hey, we're taking it easy on this guy this
He's
year.
played more than the quarterback.
It's true, yes.
He's
Marcus
played
is
more
like-
than the whole entire offensive line combined. It's like, dude, come on.
And they probably put him out
Come on.
there at the tight end position. They're gonna be like, "Hey, we need you to play a little bit of right tackle right now." And
Bro.
he's like, "What the fuck?"
Bro, he played left guard twice on Sunday.
No, he didn't.
Nah, he didn't. But imagine, that'd be crazy.
Honestly, it's the Falcons. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Hey, listen, they'll throw him out there. He goes to the ref. He goes, "Hey, I'm also eligible." And the guy's like, "All right, what position you reporting at?" Guard.
They're like-
Guard eligible. You're like, wait, what? The defense is like, hold on.
You
We
see
gotta...
Cordell, the tiniest guy. Arrgh.
And then he pulls on
no.
a trap play and absolutely ear holes the fuck out of somebody. Like, oh shit!
No. What
How
position
the
are you
fuck did
playing?
he do that?
Strong safety. Sir, you're on the wrong side of the field.
Look,
No.
Troy Brown
Strong
did
safety.
Dude, Edelman did it too.
Yeah.
He played corner and
like,
safety.
No, I'm saying like he's playing for the other team.
He's like, I gotta make sure
Like-
we preserve that 5 and 12 record.
it. Can't let
Like
us
we
get
got
too far
10 men on the field because our 11th is on the other side, and then the other team gets the penalty.
I like
That's
it.
big brain shit.
I
He
mean,
just steals a helmet. This is
it's
the
good.
shit. You know, I appreciate Rob as a Falcons fan because he's just a realist about it. He's like, listen, I enjoy the Falcons. I love the team. I'll buy the
I
jerseys.
enjoy it.
I have
and honestly don't love the
147
team.
jerseys of Falcons players that are either deceased or haven't played in 20
14.
years.
Bro, I have a Steven Jackson jersey.
nice.
How long has
So-
that been?
What, 2012 maybe?
Jesus.
11?
No, Steven Jackson was in the Rams forever. And
Yeah,
then,
and then he spent like 1 or 2 years on the Falcons.
yeah, he went to New England after that.
And he went to he was in New England at 15.
15.
He
So-
came over to Atlanta. I'm like, yo, this is our year. Like, Steven Jackson's going to
I
pound the
remember, dude,
ball.
Bust a bust.
Yeah.
I burned a Michael Turner jersey because we lost to, like, the Dolphins and the Jets in back-to-back weeks. And I'm like, yo,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
done with this.
fat Michael Turner.
Fat Michael.
Michael
Yeah,
Turner,
Michael
the burner. Turner
Motherfucker,
the
he
burner.
was second in MVP voting. He had 1,700 yards and 17 touchdowns.
Yeah, so he
Eat
was
my
still
whole
fat.
ass.
That was in what, 08 though?
Yeah.
Yeah, who won the MVP in 08? I forget. Oh,
Not
no,
a Broncos player.
No, it was a future Broncos player. It was Peyton Manning.
Oh, wow, future, not current. That's crazy.
No. The best player the Broncos had in 08 was either Jay Cutler or Brandon Marshall.
What was the craziest
Or
jersey I've
perhaps
seen?
Peyton Hillis.
Rob, what's like your shittiest player jersey you own for the Falcons?
Steven Jackson.
No, that was so much shittier.
No, you got to have somebody worse than that. Come on.
Bro, I have a Mike. Listen. I have a Mike Vick Eagles jersey.
Nah, I said.
I got
Falcons.
a Tim Tebow Jets jersey. What's your point?
Ooh. I don't know, man.
As far as like worst Broncos jerseys I have,
it's kind of worse than that.
I mean, I think Paxton Lynch takes the cake.
Yeah, you were all in.
My worst Falcons. Vic Beasley.
Yeah, that's what it was. There you go. You were in a Beasley jersey, and I was like, why?
He was good for like 10 minutes.
He was good for like 3 games.
Yeah,
He was good for a whole season because he led the league in sacks. So all y'all.
That's barely true.
But that was like 10 minutes in the over the span of his career, you know.
I mean, it's like a whole 16-game season, but like, okay, he only played in the NFL for 6 years. He was great for 1.
He was very good.
No,
It's more than a cup of coffee.
That was a down year for
That was the year
stats.
they went to the Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Nah.
Damn, Joey. You got to keep bringing that up.
Listen, I
don't
didn't
you?
say the year that they lost the Super Bowl. I literally just said the year they went.
See, look at you right now. You just did it.
I just said that. Well, you brought it back up because I just said it was
No, I
the year
didn't. You
they
did.
went to the
You
Super
did.
Bowl. I didn't say
I
it was
didn't
the
say
year
nothing.
they went to the Super Bowl and blew a 28-3 lead.
God, this is why I don't call as much.
I think Rob should get a
No.
jersey. I've been for this jersey for a long time, but I'm not sure if I've ever told Rob. Rob
A
should get a
Bray
jersey.
Wyatt jersey.
No, well that would be pretty cool. You should get a jersey that
Nope.
just says Arthur Blank should stay the fuck in his booth.
That's way too many letters to put
No,
on
it's
my
not. Put
shoulders
it on-
because I'm not wide.
Put it on 2 lines,
Don't space them.
2 lines.
and then
Yeah.
the number, whatever, 69. You can do whatever you want.
Guess which year Vic Beasley led the year in sacks?
Was it
Jesus.
16?
2016.
11.
Yeah, it was the year they went to the Super Bowl. Like I said.
Wasn't in the
Yeah,
league at
Cucks. Thanks for bringing it up.
I mean, I'm just saying. I wasn't bringing it up to be a dick. I was just saying. It was the year. That was the year.
You know what, Joey? I'm going to say this. I hope I didn't see you at the feast. How about that?
Say again. You broke up.
I said, I hope I never saw you at the feast.
I hope
Did you
I
see
never
me?
saw you.
Did you see me at the feast? Because I don't remember.
Bro, I saw you. You saw me. I walked over. I dapped you up, and then you hugged me for like 9 minutes.
It sounds like me.
You showed me. You introduced me to your friend Keith. Nice man.
That was my brother.
Asian.
That was your brother. That was his brother.
No. Who is? He's a nice Asian man.
Oh, Tom.
That was Tommy.
It's Tommy, not Keith.
Tom. Yes, Tommy. Which throws me way off when I say Asian man.
Tommy.
They're like, his name's
Keith,
Thomas.
Whatever.
Keyshaw brother, yeah.
His name is Thomas. We said Tommy, not Thomas.
Whatever, same thing.
Yes. Now
It is.
this is all vaguely coming back to me now.
Yes, and I'm like, I told you like 15 times. I'm like, yo, my ride's here. I gotta go, and you're like, oh, come on. Slap me in my chest mad hard like 6 times, like Ric Flair chopped me. Dude, come on, hang out with us. And I'm like trying to catch my breath.
All
And I'm
right.
like,
Now,
Joey,
now you're making it sound like I was begging for you to hang out with me, which.
Joey.
Listen, Rob, I like you, but like we had
Karate chopped him 6 times.
We
in
had,
the chest.
Rob, we had a great time at that wedding a year ago. Don't let it go to your head, okay?
Joey, I wish I was exaggerating.
Oh, I'm a
I
big
really do.
I'm a big tit slapper. I'm a big tit slapper. I definitely
You
slap.
have way bigger tits than me, so why you weren't chopping yourself blows my mind.
Well, because
That pecs.
He was already
yeah,
here.
I have pecs, not tits.
Look at you stumbling right now, trying to figure out what you're gonna say next.
Listen,
man.
I'm a big titty slapper. It's what I do. I like to slap dudes on the tits.
With your hands or your cock? Because I was getting hit with hands, so they weren't that big to get hit with your cock. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I'm just
All I'm
saying.
saying.
Listen, you can remember
This
it
is
however
off
you
the rails
want.
today.
You can remember it however you want, but I mean, I really don't remember it, so I'm gonna have to go basically off of it was the feast. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. All right, a lot of shit.
Trust me.
I mean,
know.
I probably did want you to hang out with us because I want everybody to hang out with me because it's the fucking festa, bro. You know what I mean?
And
First time in 3 years.
Listen, you're right. And I was on Oxy. I'm 5 days off of surgery. I got a function to go with Sean.
Hey,
Like,
did you?
I'm fucking living life.
Oh yeah, what did you guys do? You went to some
the
wrestling thing, right?
Yeah. That was fucking
Yo,
hilarious.
fire. Bro,
Yeah.
fire. I almost fucking peed my pants for 6 hours because
Yeah,
I was so excited.
I found that out through Sean's wife, and she was like, I don't know, he's going with his friend Rob. I was like, wait, Rob? And she was like, who
Yes,
the fuck is
Rob.
Rob? And I'm like, Rob, fucking Falcons fan Rob. And I looked at my wife. I'm like, from your friend's wedding. And she's like, who? And I'm like, God damn it.
Mike Jones.
No one's helping me with this. This is bullshit.
So So we went and we basically hung out with wrestlers and drank until like we got home at like what 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow, look at you,
No,
Babbles.
we got there at
Stay up
midnight,
real late,
and then I went to a party afterwards,
Yeah,
and
you
then
were
ended up
fucking
at
insane.
another bar.
Yeah, you have issues.
And I was like, Sean, come out with me. And he's
I was
like,
like,
nah,
no.
bro. I'm way older than you. I'm going home. And I'm
That's
like,
exactly
come
what I said. I'm
on,
like,
don't,
I'm done.
come on, don't be a bitch. And he's like,
I'm a bitch.
listen, I know my limits. I'm going home.
Yep.
Total bitch.
And that's it.
Should have called me. I'd have gone out with you. I slapped you in the titties a bunch more, too.
I would have taken you home and let you slap me in my titties. You feel me? You see where the story's going now?
This
I'm with
whole
it.
show.
I'm fucking with it. I don't give a shit. I'm with it. Well, you know,
So what's up?
we
What you doing? Time this show get
I
off the
bet you-
air.
I
I'll pull
bet-
up the hours right now.
You know what? You go fucking Google Meghan Markle's fucking number. We'll call her ass, and then we'll have a bukkake party at your house, and she can watch us slap each other in the tits.
Hey, yo.
Be like,
Hey, yo.
she'll be like, wait, am I gonna get in on this? Be like, bitch, you sit on
My
the couch
God.
and watch. This is all you're good for.
Gang. No cap. I'm for it.
Shit's busting.
Absolutely wild
On God, on
conversation.
God.
This is the craziest off topic.
No, it's not, because we talked about sports, we talked about sex, we talked about Meghan Markle, smoke show, and Elizabeth, and people getting promoted for doing nothing their
Jennifer
whole lives.
Garner.
Well,
That's
okay.
the chick I was trying to think of that was better looking than her. She's like a watered down Jennifer Garner.
I think
What, Halle Berry in 04 as Catwoman?
Bro,
Halle Berry in Little Mermaid.
why is Halle Berry in The Little Mermaid, like, why is her eyes so far apart? Like, why does she
That's
look
not
like
the same Halle Berry.
Why does she look
Oh
like
my
Jerry
God.
Jones in South Park?
That's a different Halle Berry, asshole.
Oh,
You,
really?
you like fish sticks?
Wait, the chick's name in
Is Halle Berry.
in the new Little
And that's
Mermaid?
not
It's not the same Halle
that's
Berry.
not
I know that. I've
Swordfish Halle
seen-
Berry?
No.
I've seen
What the fuck? I've been lied to this whole fucking
I've
time.
seen
You
the-
thought
I'm
Little
looking at her.
Mermaid was
I'm like, what the fuck
Oh
is
my
wrong with
God.
Halle Berry? Like, what did she do to her face? Why
think
are her
she's-
eyes so
Jesus.
fucking
I
far
think she's
apart?
55 years old being the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, listen, bro. It's fucking Hollywood.
It's
I don't.
Disney, bro. Who
It's
the hell
Disney.
knows?
These
Who's playing
motherfuckers
the
made me.
crab?
These motherfuckers made me think
Who's
a fucking
Sebastian?
warthog that rips
Listen,
ass is
all I
like
wanna
the
know.
coolest dude
Listen,
ever.
everything. I don't care about this whole mermaids being black or white thing. I could care less.
I'm gonna
Rob
talk
asked
about.
the-
I'm
Rob
gonna
asked
talk
the-
with Sean about our daycation.
Daycation?
Wouldn't that be a daycation?
What's a daycation?
Go on.
I mean, we left at fucking 11 in the morning, 10:30
Oh,
in the morning.
you're talking about the wrestling thing still. All right.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Let's keep it on sports and entertainment.
Well, no,
and
you
not
asked.
political shit.
Wait, but you asked a good question. Who is playing the crab with a Jamaican
Who's
accent?
playing Sebastian?
Because if it's a white guy doing a Jamaican accent, that's racist.
Jesus.
Ooh, that could
No,
be
it's
really
not.
racist now.
No, it's fucking Hugh Laurie from House.
No, it's not.
I don't know. Is it? I'm asking
I'm
you.
gonna look it up
From
right now.
House.
He's like, you have benign cancer.
I had no idea that wasn't Halle Berry.
But I can
why,
fix it.
why is there
Tell me
another
two
actress
personal
named
stories.
Halle Berry?
Because that's her name. She was named Halle Berry.
Why? Who fucking names their kid that?
Her parents.
Who would name that kid Halsey, bro? Still a fucking smoke show.
Halsey.
That's that singer chick. Right?
Isn't that the chick that fucks with MGK?
Everybody. She
that's,
fucks everybody.
No.
G-E-Z,
that's,
Eminem.
that's,
She fucked Mad
Megan
Dick.
Fox.
It's okay.
No,
Okay.
no, but wasn't she in the video? Wasn't Halsey in the video? Didn't she do the duet with Machine Gun Kelly?
I don't know.
Dude, you guys are so easy to manipulate and just take the conversation like way south.
Shut
Okay,
up.
I love
wait.
it.
Who is David Diggs? He's the crab.
Stefan's lost brother.
He sounds ethnic, so like
Well, he's
I can
black.
respect it. It's not like James Robinson.
His last three things he's done is the show
Robin's running
Blackish, the movie Soul, and
He's in Hamilton. Oh, he's in the new Little Mermaid too.
that's what I just said.
He's in
Sebastian. We brought that up just now.
Snowpiercer.
I'm totally not hip. I have no idea who any of these people are.
He was in Zootopia. That makes sense.
Fuck is Zootopia?
That kid's
Give
movie
me like
about-
Oh.
give me like a white dude who was in Vikings on Netflix. Like let him get that role.
What are the
No.
Woodsmen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sebastian the
I mean, I
Crab.
never watched the show, but
The
like,
mountain guy. whatever his
Sebastian
name
just like
is.
he's just like I come from the land of the water and shit with like a fucking dingle hopper in his hand. He's like
but now main character, everyone's blowing up. So I'm trying to stir some controversy right here.
I
So
know.
like,
Well,
everyone's
I think what-
freaking out
I
because
think
of the
what-
main character. Let's put a fucking Viking as the crab. Let's fuck shit up.
Dude, I'm with it. And I'm not even mad about the fact that the Little Mermaid's black. Like, I don't give a flying fuck who the Little Mermaid is.
Yes, exactly.
But you know what I want to see though? Like, I definitely want to see like Pocahontas remade as
God.
like a fucking
With-
like
with-
middle class white
with
woman.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, you know what? I want to see Meghan Markle cast as Pocahontas next.
Jesus.
Shut the fuck up.
There we go. Full circle, baby. Boom.
Black Panther 2 starring Ed Hardy. Like, fuck.
Ed Hardy.
Starring
Clothing
Ed Hardy.
maker?
no, whatever that guy. Hardy.
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy. Sorry,
Tom
Tom Hardy.
Same thing. I knew what he meant. I
Yeah,
knew what
Tom
he meant.
Hardy. My bad.
I knew what he
Ed
meant,
Hardy,
too.
Yeah.
Oh,
The clothing
dude, that's
designer?
fucking so
Yeah,
funny.
actually, yes.
Tarzan.
Blade
Tarzan.
5 starring Tom Cruise.
No, they're already making a new Blade.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's the guy from.
Is it Idris
Even
Elba?
more.
Mulan.
No, it's the guy that says like I'm the captain now. He's Blade.
Oh.
Oh no, that's the wrong black dude.
Who are they gonna
Bro,
get? Who are they gonna get for
Messed
Mulan?
up.
What are you
Hold
saying,
on.
Sean? They all look alike?
No.
You can't tell them
Hey, who
apart?
are they gonna get for Mulan?
Wrong guy.
Who's gonna be Mulan?
Damn,
Jennifer
Sean, that's
Aniston.
crazy.
Jennifer
I
Aniston.
would
movie
never
already
say
came
nothing
out.
like
Oh,
that.
Mulan did? Oh,
Yeah, Mulan already came out.
Jennifer
It
Aniston, right?
bombed.
Was it Jennifer Aniston?
No, shut up. Hold on.
Who are they going to get to play R2-D2 in the next fucking Star Wars, though? That's what I want.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Shit, that'd be
You have to have balance, my boy. You have to have balance.
What's his name? The new guy that plays.
Listen,
Blade.
all I know is that I want to see Rob Zombie's
Wesley
wife.
Snipes?
No.
Oof.
I want to see Rob Zombie's wife play the next Precious.
No,
Was it
no.
Wesley
I was gonna say Cinderella, but that's way better.
Mahershala Ali.
Just like
No,
like
hey,
fucking Total Metal Precious.
No, Big Mama. Put Rob Zombie's wife in Big Mama.
There you go. That
You
works.
just play every cast.
As opposed to like sorry, fucking what was his name there? The
Miss Congeniality starring Lizzo.
Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence. Jesus.
No, Tyler Perry. That's what it was. Tyler Perry. Like, sorry, bro.
Medea.
Medea, you out the job, bro.
Damn,
Medea
you guys
got her
are fucking
stamps back.
savages. Oh my god. The Robin Williams movie where he played the maid who was the kid's dad.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Serena Williams. I'm not laughing. I'm being dead serious right now.
No,
Like
alright,
that
and-
was smack.
And while we're at
That
it,
shit would
like
be good.
we'll replace Charlemagne the God with I don't know. Let's see. Tucker Carlson.
No, with fucking Chris Collinsworth, bro.
There you go.
Switch it up heavy.
Now here's a guy.
Here, I'm gonna throw up. If you say it one more time, I'm gonna throw up everywhere. Oh my god.
My favorite meme is still when it's just Caitlyn Jenner and it's like Chris Collinsworth. Now here's a guy. Like, oh shit.
Fucking A.
It's okay though because
what the fuck?
it's okay because what was it? Was it Saturday Night Live? They got like their first transgender fucking like
Who cares?
person
Non-binary.
meat. What was it? Meat stick or something?
They did not call her meat stick.
Yeah, no, like the nickname's like meat something. And it's like, oh my God, finally, like after so long, Saturday Night Live, we have our first we're so inclusive, we have our first transgender. It's like, bro, transgenders just became a thing like 10 minutes ago.
It was non-binary.
Whatever.
Like 9 months ago, and
Yeah,
you're
like-
acting like
like
it's been
a year-
around since like the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, bro, this ain't like homosexuality, like where like that's like a real thing. This is just like
No.
this is just like you're all
It's
like
a mental disorder.
oh my God, like we're gonna take mental disorder and make it all inclusive now because the LGBTQ plus LMNOP XMNV2P R2D2,
QRS,
you know, like whatever, like
MC plus
that
C
group-
squared
you
equals
know,
Z
Got out of
squared.
hand.
I would love it because they're like, oh, we're gonna cancel your show and be like, yeah, go ahead, bitch, go after my advertisers, go ahead.
You throw someone on with Down syndrome and autism, like do that shit first.
Well, but the fucking Cleveland Browns already did
Respectfully, like,
that with Freddie
serious.
Kitchens, so we can't.
No, I was gonna say with Johnny Manziel, but like I meant like
Well, there was a match made in heaven, with Baker Mayfield and Freddie Kitchens. I mean,
big facts, my boy.
you know what I'm saying, bro?
Don't wreck on Bake.
No, I feel you.
Brother Baker, the touchdown maker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
he's not
Bake.
doing so hot.
I know, but I like Bake.
What's Joe Mixon's name? Joe
He was a
Mixon.
walk-on.
Bitch
Baker
fixing,
Mayfield was a
Big
walk-on.
bitch fixing Joe Mixon.
I'm leaving.
Bitch fixing Joe Mixon. I gotta change my fantasy team.
Because he fixes bitches.
Hey, yo,
one right hook at a
on-
time.
Oh shit.
on God.
He was like, bitch, how do you want to go meet your maker?
What was that? Once in
Left hook or
college?
right hook?
Yeah,
He was in
Pick
college.
one.
Yeah,
he was in
hit that-
college at the point.
He
at
was
the
in
time,
college.
Yeah.
Smashed that girl. What was his girlfriend?
No, it
No.
was just some bitch that was chirping in his ear, and he just right hooked her into fucking oblivion.
Jesus Christ. Worse than Ray
Hey, you
Rice?
know what? Sometimes
We have that
you
video.
gotta.
We do not have that video because we'll get banned on Facebook immediately.
Sean,
think so.
I love Sean to death. Sean is my guy. I love him respectfully
But
to the highest amount. But Sean, you come off PC
I can't.
a little bit
I
too
can't.
hard.
You don't know how many things that we get tagged in now from like Facebook.
No, I believe it.
I
believe it.
know, I just got that
Me-
random
me
thing
and-
like,
me and
hey,
Paul-
you're cleared from this like dispute, and I'm like, wait, what?
We didn't even know we were in dispute. Apparently, NBA came after us this afternoon.
Yeah.
And we were like, why the hell is the NBA for a video from like 3 years ago? I'm like,
they,
what
they
the
finally
fuck?
they were like, all right, fuck it. Apparently they let us off from what I.
It's
gave.
3 years ago. What
I
are we
know,
shit
I was
talking
like,
LeBron?
Jesus Christ. I'm like, what
We're shit talking
You
LeBron.
can't have anything. Like my Macho Man video I
Queen.
posted like 5 years ago of like the cream of the crop from Macho Man. Got tagged.
She shoves him, then slaps him,
Ooh, he fucking.
and then he right hooks
blasted
her
it,
into.
He kills her.
Macho Man?
No.
Jesus.
Oh, I was
Joe
gonna
Mixon,
say.
Joe Mixon.
It was Joe
Like,
Mixon.
I got a joke for that, but
Oh man, no, he hits her.
I mean,
That's crazy.
I'm not saying like you should ever hit a woman. That's not.
no,
I
absolutely not.
I don't believe that is ever the answer. And as mad as you
But-
want to be, but when a bitch shoves you
But, yeah,
and
there
then
it is.
slaps you, I mean, I wouldn't hit her. I would smush her. Like just like
or
grab her,
strain her.
like grab her by
like,
the face
hug her.
and just kind of like yeet, like away from me
Right.
and create some space.
You're drunk. Stop.
Just hit her
assaulting.
with a judo
Yes,
toss, bro.
right?
That's
Exactly.
not violent.
That was Paul put it exactly right. Miss, this is me telling you that you are highly intoxicated and you should stop assaulting me.
Right.
This is me asking you politely to do that.
You hit
As
me
the
16
kids
times. This
as
is it.
as the kids would
You're
say
done.
these days, on God, respectfully, I'm asking
No
you.
cap.
This shit's
No
not
cap.
bussin'. This
This
is
shit
not
is not
bussin'.
bussing.
This is not bussing.
This shit ain't bussin'. On God, for real, get the fuck away from me. No cap.
Oh my God.
And
Too
then
funny.
and then you just need one of your boys in the background to be like, facts.
Yeah, that.
My God.
As he's recording.
Yep.
Look at this
Yep,
cut.
yeah, bad.
Fucking loser hitting a girl.
Yes, I mean-
and then you don't talk to that kid for the rest of your
No,
life.
right, exactly. You just don't fucking put your hands on a woman like that, dude. I mean, come on, man. There's
No.
much easier ways to go about that situation. But
Especially when you're a
but Joe
massive-
Mixon, you know, I mean, whatever. He's bitch fixing Joe Mixon, and
Bitch
guess what?
fixing Joe Mixon.
Maybe
I've been
that
trying
chick
to
tried
figure that
poke
out
him
for
in
a
the
minute.
eye, and if he loses an eye, there goes his NFL career. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, listen, man. Don't slap a dude.
I mean, Ray Lewis played. Not Ray Lewis. Ray Rice played what, like 3-4 games after
Ray
he beat the
Rice,
shit out of his
Ray
wife?
Rice
was-
straight sucker punched a woman in an elevator.
His wife at that.
I know. His now wife.
Ray Lewis
That
killed
was-
a man.
Ray Lewis did kill a man.
I thought he
Allegedly.
killed like 2 of them.
No, no,
He's-
no.
he said,
no.
"Oh shit, I didn't see nothing." And
He
took
said,
off.
I don't give a fuck about that Thimba shit. We got to focus on the Pittsburgh game. I seen some wildebeest do
Pittsburgh
something.
game. He didn't have a list like Mike Tyson, bro.
He did a
He
little
just
A little bit. No, you had to whisper.
not
yeah.
that bad.
I
Not
So
that.
no,
Not that
Rob.
heavy,
True
bro.
story.
ain't focused on that Simba shit.
Early in his
But
career,
I seen some wildebeest do something.
early in
No,
his
you
career,
don't fix that shit, Sean.
no,
Unless
early,
you got
early,
CTE.
early in his career,
All right. Makes
listen.
sense.
Later in his career, he had to whisper everything because all the
Yeah, 'cause he
voices,
didn't-
all the voices in his head was so loud.
He was like Joe. He was like he like did the Joe Biden like
voices
angry
were
old
so
man
loud.
yell.
yeah.
You know, like Joe Biden gets all like angry and like just whispers. He's like, "And this, I did this. I gave
Kind of
you
like,
back
kind of
your
like
money."
Mac Jones
That-
when he throws his helmet and the voice in his head is like, "Just freak out." You fucking suck. Alabama quarterback. Get your shit together.
Yeah, honestly, do you have Showtime, Rob?
Bro,
Just say no.
you know.
It's fine. Just say,
Nah.
just say, all right. You're
I
gonna give
don't,
me.
Just
I
say
don't,
no,
but
you
know
broke
my story
bitch.
as to why I don't. But
No,
like,
it's,
I
no,
don't.
it's fine. But I was gonna say, if you can, or if you can like steal it online, watch Inside the NFL this
Pause.
season, which is
Pause.
it's Edelman, Ray Lewis, and
Pause.
like two other guys. And listen,
But give me 2 seconds.
go ahead.
Sean, you just sneak this the fuck out of me right now.
No,
on,
I didn't.
On live radio.
No, I didn't. I said you have
Live-
give Showtime, and you were gonna give me some huge convoluted answer. Well, just
No,
fucking
no,
say
no, no, no. I wasn't.
What were you gonna say?
Let's just say, Sean, you know my history. You know my background.
Asian.
Right?
Why
Why are you gonna put me on the spot like that?
Anyway,
And
there's a
then-
possibility
Yes.
you have it.
Speaking of which, Rob, let me ask you this before we let you go.
I got
because
Hulu.
because we've
There
had
you go.
we've had you on
Dark
the
side of football.
we've had you on the phone now for 33 minutes, so we got to let you go in a minute here.
Yo,
but let me
facts.
ask you
This
this:
is way too long.
when you were watching that Cardinals Raiders game, and I mean not Cardinals
But
Raiders
okay.
game, but when you were watching Carl Nassib at the bottom of that pile the other day,
Also didn't, but okay.
okay, do you think when Carl Nassib dives on a fumble and he's at the bottom of that pile that he enjoys it just a little bit more than the average NFL player?
So you're saying he's a gay man and also a cuck.
I'm just saying because like we were just
Just
sitting
so
there.
happy about
we,
that response.
We were just sitting there.
I
We're
can
watching
see you
it,
cheesing in my head
and
right
we're
now.
like,
You see him watching it on Leah
and we're
live.
like, you know, like Carl Nassib gets on the bottom of the pile, right? And he's just like, he just starts quoting Missy Elliott, and he's just like, boys, all types of boys, black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian boys. And you
no,
just think
he's
like,
doing that song
like-
where he spits it in reverse.
and you just, and yeah, exactly. And then you just think
They
like,
got
one
a
of
big
the guys
dick,
on the other
but-
team, one of the guys on
and
the
elephant
other.
noise starts going and shit. Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
guys on the other team is gonna just be like, "God damn it, Carl, can you fucking not?"
Yeah.
And then like he just starts doing the toy, like just doing the Missy Elliott, and everybody's just like, "God damn it, Carl!"
Oh my! And did they get the ball back because he was just rapping that shit out loud?
Yes, because and then he gets the ball because he's just like, "Yes, boys, all types of boys," and it's just like, God damn it.
Tony Romo's sitting there like, wow, that pile really dissipated
Oh my
quickly. Nobody
They're
gave
like,
a
wow,
fuck
they're
about
like,
that.
wow, the rest
This
of you.
went way south.
Yeah.
Joey, good job. You just took this left field,
Listen, man,
South Pole.
we
just
go
way out the park.
left field, low road, all the time. Row one, seat one. That's what we do, baby.
Big gang. Love you guys.
All right, Rob. Thanks for the
All right,
call,
Rob.
bud.
Thanks, man.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
Peace. gang. God damn it.
Gang,
Rob.
gang, gang,
Yeah,
gang.
that conversation devolved into absolute shit real fast. But it was funny because we were watching
Crazy.
Carl Nassib came up with that fumble, and we were just like, do you think he enjoys that just a little bit more? Just, you know, because, you know, you hear about all the stories, the bottom of the pig piles, the ball twisting, you know, the shit, you know,
Vrabel, we tried to rip Westbrook's testicles off during the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
yeah. I mean, I just, you know, you have to wonder. You have to wonder. 774-992-8702 is the phone number if you want to get in on this spectacular conversation.
I also have to wonder what Vrabel said to Tannehill as he took him out of the game last night.
Oh,
and he brought
my
him back
God.
to the sideline, and he grabbed him by his shoulder, and he looked at him like a father to son, and he's like, "I'm very disappointed in you. You played horribly. We're putting someone else
I was
in
a
over
little
you."
bit bummed because we only got to see one drive out of Malik Willis before the Bills just killed the
Ah,
clock.
he fumbled.
And I know he did. And I'm like, and I remember posting that and be like, oh man, I really hope we're. And I honestly think if you're a Titans fan watching this team, you got to be sitting there wondering. This is very much a Jake Plummer, Jay Cutler area, like kind of territory.
I think it's
Well, I don't. But here's the thing: I don't think Malik Willis is even as close to as good as Jay Cutler was, and I don't think Ryan Tannehill is as bad as Jake Plummer was at that point. That being said, I think it's a very similar kind of dynamic kind of situation. No, I'm good. I'm Gucci Boo.
Paul's out of here. He's just leaving for the night. He's like, I'm done.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Well, if you give me like 2 minutes, I'll fucking.
right.
Jesus Christ. But
Peer pressure.
I
He's
just
like,
think I think it's getting to the point where like you're just kind of like wondering like, all right, like when are we gonna see this kid really have some reps? And then he
Soon.
comes in and he has that one drive and he fumbles it on that run. And I'm like,
Off his own
dog.
player's ass.
And I'm like, bro, you're not playing against UConn anymore. Like you can't be doing because he's got the ball out here like toting it like a loaf of bread. And I'm like, bro, you just can't do that shit in this league.
Yeah.
This ain't the ACC anymore, dude. Like, you're not playing against fucking Southern Alabama State today. Like, this is a real fucking football team. Everybody on that football team is the best player you've ever played against.
Mm-hmm.
So just, like, fuck off. Like, just, you got to treat it like that. But I'm not bashing Malik Willis. I want to see Malik Willis. I do. I really do. I think this kid is going to be fucking awesome. I think he's got the potential to be like super great, and I kind of got a man crush on him right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Ever since I saw him come out,
Are we boring you?
No, he's ready.
I'm just
He's
looking
ready.
down.
He's like
He
just
just
staring.
looks like he's sleeping on the screen. I looked over. I'm like, he's just
No, he's staring down.
I'm trying to see if anybody I'm just looking at comments.
So he's like, no, he just really wants to go get another drink.
Yeah,
Let's get the fuck out of
the
here.
comments-
He's like,
yeah, so I'm getting that.
So, I think Malik Willis train is coming sooner rather than later, but they already knew this was coming because
Of course.
they dumped their whole offense besides Henry.
Right. They got rid of A.J. Brown. They got rid of everybody. Which, again, that A.J. Brown thing, and I said this last night during the game, it felt very knee-jerk to me to get rid of him. I don't know why they got rid of him.
Because he demanded a bunch of money.
Okay, fine. Pay him. Who cares? It's the salary cap in the NFL. It's fugazi. It doesn't exist.
Nice. Titans was like, absolutely not. You're not worth that money, and they traded him.
I mean, and they might
immediately.
not be wrong, but at the same time, it's like
You have nothing.
But what else are you gonna do? Like, listen, I like Vrabel. I like the Titans, but I feel like the Titans are destined to finish third in that division this year.
Well,
I think
remember-
the Jags and the Colts. I think the Colts are gonna get it right. Everybody can pump the brakes. So we'll get into the overreactions here in a second because I want to get into the Broncos, the Raiders, the Colts, the Chiefs, the Chargers, some other, because we did see that Thursday night game. We have to remember that Thursday night game last week was,
Sante Samuel Jr. was an inch away from blocking that field goal.
And Justin Herbert is hurt. Keenan Allen is hurt.
That was a weird injury.
The Chargers are like already becoming a walking mash unit, which
they're already in
my
midseason
God,
form.
Stop me where you've seen this before. Holy shit! Like the Chargers are an injured team. No way. But let's get into the Raiders a little bit. The Raiders Cardinals game because
It's too bad Durant's not going to call. I know he's not because he's probably just pissed off like every Raiders fan is right now.
But how could you be pissed off if you're a Raiders fan?
Because you have all these expectations. And then the offense is not clicking.
But if you listened to anybody outside of like the 10 people that were just inexplicably being Raider fanboys, you would know that this 0-2 start is not a surprise. Now, it's not a knock on the Raiders. It's not even saying the Raiders won't make the playoffs or they're not going to be in the conversation. Far from it. The Raiders still have Derek Carr, who I think is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. That being said, I've also said how many times, Sean, on this show?
Countless.
Derek Carr needs to get the fuck away from the Raiders organization. I said it on Sunday. After they lost that game, they blew, a 21-point lead?
They blew, hold on. I have the score right in front of me. They blew, god damn, it's taking forever.
You mean to pull it up?
My phone's taking a really long time. It's the Wi-Fi. They blew at one point, 20-0 lead.
20-0. Okay, so it was 20-0. Yep.
And then at some point in the third quarter, it was 23-7.
Yeah, it was 23-7 in the third quarter. And then the Cardinals scored 16 and then 6.
They allowed 22 unanswered points.
22 unanswered points. Sean, please tell me. What did I say about the Raiders before the season started? Can you just refresh my memory a slight little bit and just do me the favor of just stroking my ego for 15 seconds here.
So they were going to be the worst team in the division?
I had them finishing fourth, yes.
Yes, I think a lot of us did.
On this show, yes, because we looked at it with a realistic expectation.
And it's not good when your leading receiver is a backup tight end on the Raiders. I know you put a lot of money into the offense this offseason. You went out and got Devontae Adams. That was very acknowledged. It was very
Who
well
Adams
known.
has had a pretty good
Fine, yeah.
2-game start to the season.
Not terrible.
Not his fault.
I don't have the team stats what he had. I know it wasn't his best game this game, but at the same time, it's just I know McDaniels. I know what he does, and the teams just figure out that offense, and then the offense just stumbles. They go to the same thing all the time, and you know what they're doing? They brought in Brandon Bolden, an expatriate, right? They're incorporating Brandon Bolden way too goddamn much into the
I think
offense.
so.
He was, I don't know how many times I saw Brandon Bolden in a recap, and I'm like, why is Brandon Bolden getting the ball so much when you have Zahir White and you have Josh Jacobs? It's just like, it's questionable things like that. I understand it's the comfortability in Josh McDaniels' offensive game planning, and he's like, oh, it's a guy I know that knows the system. I'm going to give him the opportunities. But Brandon Bolden is not a playmaker. I'm sorry, he's not. He's just a gadget dude. He shouldn't be getting touches over other prime talent you have there.
And let's not excuse Carr from this. Okay, listen, I'm a big Carr fan. I think Derek Carr should be a New York Giant right now, or at the very least a New England Patriot. Like I feel like Derek Carr should have moved on from the Raiders 2 years ago, or at least within the last whatever we'll call it 700 days, whatever it is.
Okay.
He should have moved on from that, or he never should have signed the extension. Never should have stayed there. I've said it time and time again. We have seen peak Derek Carr in a Raiders uniform. He will never, ever, ever, let me say that again, never, ever, ever go past the wild card round wearing the silver and black. It's not going to happen. I've seen it. I don't care. All I hear about from Raiders fans is just, oh, my God, he's the second coming of this guy, that guy. He's done this. He's passed Phillip Rivers, Dan Marino, Peyton Manning. Bro, he's been in the league for, 8 years now? 9 years? And you got one playoff appearance to show for it?
Right.
Okay, cool. I get it. The front office
probably should have won that game, but whatever.
The front office is the problem. Mark Davis is the problem. Ownership is the problem. Then you hire John Gruden, Mike Mayock, which we first guessed on this show and said was a completely ridiculous, over-the-top attempt at reclaiming old glory for some reason. We never thought it would work. We knew it wouldn't work. And then John Gruden gets fired on this allegations of this, that, the other thing. And we knew. Why is it that we were so far ahead of the curve in the Raiders, and yet no one else was? I mean, Julian Edelman's out there picking him to win 13, 14 games.
That's because it's his boy.
I know it is, but I'm
Which
like,
I can't stand that shit.
but you have all these talking heads out there picking the Raiders to beat the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos. Seriously? Listen, I like Derek Carr as much as the next guy. If he was my quarterback, I'd be all in on him too.
Yeah, I'd be pumped.
But in a division with Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert, and Patrick Mahomes, I'm declaring him the fucking king of the division.
Well, I don't know what.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
Devontae Adams had a very bad game on Sunday. 2 catches, 12 yards. 1 touchdown.
Sorry, he has had a good start to the season. He's got
Week
10,
1.
10, right?
That's a rough hit.
Yeah, he had 10. I think he's got
2 for
10
12.
grabs
Ugh.
and 2 touchdowns or something like that.
Yeah.
Both all came in week 1. But again, this is an Arizona team that, historically they've under Jesus fucking Christ.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Cliff. And the midget, they've started off hot and then faded towards the end of the season. So when you get the Cardinals, if you're going to get the Cardinals, you kind of want to get them post week 9.
How do you, go ahead. I'm
Week
sorry.
10 and on. And then, but when you get them in the beginning, you're like, ooh, damn, they could be good. Maybe. I don't know. And then they do this kind of shit. But, the problem with the Cardinals is, from a Cardinal standpoint, is Kyler Murray's going to go, see, told you, I don't need to study no fucking film. I don't need to do shit. And he's going to sit on his hands, and for the next 6 weeks, they're going to struggle.
I was about to ask, how do you feel about him playing Call of Duty after the game?
He's a fucking he's a joke, dude. He's a joke. The kid's got a fucking hand cannon, and he can run around. They're going to end up a 500 football team and third in that division.
Okay, how do you also feel about another Kyler Murray thing? Did you see that he got slapped in the face by a fan?
Okay, yeah, I'm glad you brought this up because that, look,
That's a nothing.
That is the most nothing burger of not like
It was
Kamala
fake.
Harris has delivered more less nothing burgers than Kyler Murray has this week. And
It
that's
was an
saying a lot.
excited fan who thought he was going to slap him on the shoulder, missed, and slapped him in the face.
And now you've got the fucking like Vegas PD involved.
They want to arrest this man and ban
Or
him from
Arizona
NFL
PD,
for
whatever.
life.
Jesus Christ.
And the guy was like excited. The guy's a Raiders fan, like, hey, this is great. And he was like, went to go slap. He might even be a Raiders fan. He might just be like someone in Vegas that watched the game.
A neutral
then-
fan just
And
gonna
then
go to a
people
Raiders
are going
game.
crazy because Kyler's running towards you, and he's jumping and he's doing all this
He's
shit.
jumping. He's doing a Lambo leap essentially.
So it looks like the guy's gonna go like pat on the shoulder like this, and instead he just like slaps him across the face.
My bad, dude. Sorry, you.
Yeah, but the guy was still like happy about it and not like trash talking him. And Kyle was like, "I'm gonna murder you." like really
Kyler
pissed
Murray
off.
is the biggest bitch in the NFL right now. I will say that.
He's got Napoleon
No,
complex.
someone's bigger.
He's got Napoleon
Listen,
complex.
you can say what you want about Tom Brady, but Kyler Murray
Tom
takes
Brady's
the
on my shit list for sure.
Kyler Murray takes the bit because that whole fucking
I don't know
situation. It's
why.
like, dog, like you ran over to the stands in a like visiting stadium to celebrate and whoop it up, and then you like get grazed in the face by like a fan like trying to like pat you on the shoulder, and then you want to like throw your fucking. I don't know. You want to throw your shit out, and it just no. That's it. That's it. Super wrong with me. Joey Fats Radio, row 1, seat 1. Who's this?
Oh shit!
Oh, he's back.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Wait, how many? There's like two, 3 monkeys.
I'm glad they fucked up. They didn't call from a block number this time, so I got him.
No. What's going on, guys?
Got ousted.
You know you fucked up, right?
Why?
You didn't call for,
Why?
you didn't call from a block number, Mark.
Fuck.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, that's pretty funny. You want to talk about the LA Monkeys?
No, but Derek Carr's gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Derek.
Just Derek Carr, nobody else.
Yep, they got Josh McDaniels. They're gonna fly all the way to the Super Bowl and then fuck your mom in the anus.
He said anus.
I like this guy more now.
Yeah.
He is.
We found out his first name, and he's like, ah, shit.
He's like, whatever. He's like, no more monkey talk.
What's my first name?
Well, I don't know, Mark Stickney.
Oh shit!
I mean, I got your number now, so we'll figure it out one way or another.
No, who cares?
But I
Don't
really,
look at my browser history.
I really don't care.
Oh yeah, we're going at that, baby. Yeah.
Hey, you know what's funny? Like, who brought up Mark Sanchez randomly in a game is like, oh, this man ran faster than a teen, clearing their browsing history. And the other guy was like, why would a teen clear their browsing history? And Mark Sanchez was like, oh, I don't know. You guys didn't see that?
Shit. No, I have no idea.
That was like this weekend. Joey, did you see that?
No, I didn't. I'm looking.
Oh,
I
God
did
damn
not
it.
see that either. You might have to clear out of like something here.
Clear browser history.
Hey, whatever. We got the number. It's okay. They
That's-
fucked up. It's all right. I'm not
that's
gonna. I'm
funny,
not,
no,
I'm not
of
putting
course
him on
we're not.
blast. I'm not putting him on blast. It's an amusing fucking phone. It is a 508 number though, so
Yeah, it's New Bedford.
locale.
You can totally see that on screen.
Somebody from the department.
Yep.
All right, it's a coworker.
Yep. We know.
We'll figure it out.
I don't know. I'm not gonna put the name out there, but
Nah, don't put the name out there. Don't put
It
anything.
doesn't sound all right.
I already kind of. I think I have an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think I have an idea. That's okay.
Damn, I like the monkey
I
guys.
did too.
Man.
I did
did-
too. Oh,
we
well,
had to-
that's
we
why
had to go-
we're gonna keep him anonymous.
Yeah, we had to go pull our fucking Scooby Doo shit and fucking.
Well,
They fucked up.
They fucked up.
You
They slipped
fucked
up. That's the
up.
first time they slipped up because usually it comes in as an unknown number.
That sucks.
They slipped up. So we got that number doesn't match the one that was on the phone. So we can figure out who it is real easy now. We got two names with the same number to go off of. So
we'll be all right.
well, we know who you are now, Monkey Gang.
Yeah.
Monkey
Gang
gang.
and monkey gang.
Gang, Monkey Gang. No, but we won't put their number. We're not about that. We don't do that. We ain't fucking dry snitching on nobody. We don't
I
give a
love
shit.
people calling and go crazy.
I do too. It's fucking funny as shit.
Remember way back in the day when we first started NB Guide? that Portuguese guy called in, and he's like, "No swearing," and he's like, he was
Like yelled at us.
Hey, he was consistent. He was like, "Don't swear anymore. You swear one more time, I shut off this whole station and break your TV." Like he went wild, and Joey's like, "F you."
Fuck yeah.
And the guy hung up and like started like threatening the people in the chat. It was so funny. Good times.
774-992-8702. We're talking Raiders Cardinals. We're going to get into a little bit more. We got about 20 minutes to go here, so we'll keep it. We'll wrap it up pretty quick here. So Sean, let's put a happy little bow on this Raiders conversation, because I just want to say, fuck you, fuck the Raiders. The Raiders fucking suck. Aha, fuck you. Like I just, there's no team that I hate more in the division, Kansas City, but then the Raiders are a close second. The Chargers are just kind of lovable losers, so whatever. Like your whole team will be on injury reserve by
They face the
week 10.
Titans.
Who, the Chargers?
No, the Raiders next week. Titans.
On the road at 1:00 too, which is West Coast team going east. 1:00 start, tough slate, but you got about, I don't know,
And then
50-50 shot.
2 weeks, Broncos.
I know. October 2nd.
If they start off 0-4, do you think the Davis family regrets the McDaniels hiring?
My only concern is if they start off 0-4, right? Say they start off. Let's take it one step further. Say the Raiders start off 0-6, and then they finish the season 9-8. The exact flipperoonie of what Josh did in Denver.
Nah, I ain't Josh's MO.
I know it's not, but just imagine if it was. Imagine if that situation aroused. It's arousing.
Imagine if that happened,
Arised.
and then I would be pissed. Because it would just be like, this is so full of shit. The NFL is so scripted. Only the NFL could script some bullshit like that. But they'd be 0-6 and then turn it around the last half of the season.
Right.
You never know.
But I'm just saying, it would just be, look, I didn't think Josh McDaniels was the right hire for the Raiders. I don't think it was the right move for Derek Carr to stay there. Their defense is bad. Their offense has put up what? I mean, they're not even good. So far through 2 games, they've put up what? 19 and 23 points, so a cumulative total of 21 points? 21 points a game? That's what your fucking big number 1 receiver got you? And I get it. Look, it's only 2 games. Okay, I'll take that pill, and I will sit there and I will raise you one. I understand it's only week 2. And yes, I'm not going to overreact. However, if you thought the Raiders were going to be a division competing team in the AFC West this year, I got really shitty news for you. You were fucking wrong, and you should have listened to us. And if you did, you would have been well out ahead of this whole thing.
Fred Kitchens.
Because the Raiders are probably going to start 0-4. I mean, let's be honest. They're probably going to lose to the Titans. They're probably going to lose to the Broncos. And
I don't
then
know, week 5.
they're at Kansas City week 5.
Oh, my God.
And then they get their bye. There is a very realistic scenario in which the Raiders start 0-5.
Jesus Christ.
And then coming out of the bye, they have the Houston Texans at home.
Well, that's a win.
Should be. Then they're at New Orleans, at the Jags.
Should be 2 more wins. Hope.
At New Orleans?
Jameis is hurt already, so who the fuck?
No, I'm still.
Not Jameis. I'm sorry. Is it Jameis?
Yeah. Jameis.
Didn't he get hurt last week?
No. Not that I know of.
Oh, okay.
Or not anything serious. Not that I've.
Oh, okay. I thought he had a big injury.
He might have gotten dinged or something like that. But they're at the Saints. No, that's a loss. A 1:00 game. Again, East Coast start time, 1:00 game.
Okay.
Then they're at the Jags. Again, they'll probably just stay out there. Then they got the Colts at home. Then they're at Denver, at Seattle, Chargers at home, at the Rams. Like, come on, man. Like, we like
They got it rough.
Find me 3 wins in there.
They got it.
That's a tall order to find 3 wins in there.
The Colts.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah, like the Colts and the Broncos are probably their best chances. And that's going off right now. Like, that's assuming that the Broncos don't get any better, which they will, over the next couple of weeks, because they're off to a little bit of a slow start here in the Russ era. And for all you Broncos fans that are listening, and I know there's a bunch of you that listen to this show because it's a Broncos-friendly program, chill. Relax. It's going to be okay. Nathaniel Hackett, okay, he had kind of his Fred Kitchens moment in week 1. and then he kind of parlayed it into week 2, and we got lucky, not lucky, but like fortunate to be on top and beat the Texans. When the Niners come in on Sunday night and we kick their dicks in, I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, it's going to be fine. The problems the Broncos have right now are very fixable, very easily fixable. And
Judy.
The bottom line is, right, we didn't lose Judy. We didn't lose Surtain.
Yep.
Sutton's balling out. Okay? They've got
Lucky you didn't lose Judy.
They've got some
you
things.
You lost Tim Patrick and Judy in this whole season. That sucks.
That sucks. That's
a
2
big,
out of.
You're looking like Colts receivers type shit.
Yeah, that's 2 out of our top 3
Bombed
receivers.
out and depleted.
Looking like Afghanistan.
Yeah.
What can I say about the Broncos that hasn't been said about Buck Nasty's mama's coat?
Yeah.
It's bombed out and depleted.
Yep.
Looks like she got dick holes in her underwear. Like, whatever. Anyway, you know the skit. But my point is this. The Broncos' issues that they have right now are very fixable, very attainable. If you go back and watch the film, which I have, the issues the Broncos are having right now are like just so
Russ needs to switch up his
Pee Wee
hand
League, like high school level issues that it would take a fucking modern miracle for them not to be able to stumble upon a fix for those problems. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Sean, elaborate.
Because every time you start with a new offense, a new quarterback, a new scheme, it takes a month or so to get that new offense situated. Especially in today's NFL where you'll have a lot less padded practices, you have a lot less contact. It takes teams a while to almost build up that callus of getting hit. Yeah, it's all the time. It takes that team like timing and callus and in-game situations to get that timing down. Teams that you see it every year now. We have the same conversation every year where every year all the offenses are starting off slow. Everybody.
I've seen it.
For years now.
I've seen
it's
it.
all because of all these practice rules you have and that were brought in the off seasons, and the teams can't have full regular practices and that timing together.
I understand completely. I mean, not to switch gears, but Colts are having the same exact fucking problem, dude. I mean, we can't get shit together. We can't get
It looks
shit
ugly.
going.
Yeah, it looks ugly.
I mean, you would think that, like, with the way our team was last year, you just insert one position, one player here, and we're 10 times better. We've done that.
All
And
different timing.
I mean, I don't know what – I mean, it is what it is, but like you said, it's week 2.
Really happy it's raining outside because for a second
Is it
there
raining?
I thought
It's
it
raining
was,
again.
Well, I was pissing out the window, and for a second there I was like, oh no.
That's on my car.
Is this
That's on my wife's car.
Is this no? Like I thought the liquid coming back in on my wrist. I was like, God damn it! Is this air conditioner like blowing my own shit?
Just shooting it back in onto your keyboard
I'm
and
like,
shit. Like,
no, this can't be good. And then I stopped peeing. And I held my hand out the window. I was like, oh, okay, it's just rain. All right, sweet.
Good.
But no, to Sean's point, like, yeah, you're right, dude. Like, there was going to be an adjustment period. Nathaniel Hackett's a first-year head coach. He's clearly, got some things he's got to iron out, work out. But when you look at the play calls, the things they've run, the shit they've done, there's a lot there that tells me they're going to be fine. It's not like, oh, my God, what the fuck are they doing? Like, what is this? It's bad execution here. It's a bad play call there. It's, a poor read coupled with a bad play call. Like, there's just a mishmash of things that just dictate that to say, look, this is first-year head coach, first-year quarterback, first-year offense. And to your point, nobody plays the preseason anymore. It's all just kind of like, all right, let's get to the regular season healthy, and we'll figure it out from there. Like I said, the Broncos started off 2-3 when Peyton Manning came to Denver, and they ripped off 11 straight wins to finish the season. So I am the least bit worried about the Denver Broncos right now. I still think we're going to be fucking with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chargers don't scare me in the least bit. And the Raiders, I mean, they just look like fucking shit. They're so overrated, so overhyped. They're just such a trash organization. There's really nothing nice I can say about the Raiders right now, other than the fact that you blew a fucking 20-point lead to a fucking midget quarterback at home. Like, what were you doing? Like, seriously, what are you doing? Like, you fucking let Kyler Murray do that to you? What are you, out of your fucking tits? And I'm supposed to believe that this is the team that's going to be a fucking Super Bowl contender? Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear shit about the fucking Raiders for the rest of the year. Call me when you get to, like, your 11th win of the year, and then maybe I'll be like, all right, I was wrong.
Tell them.
Yeah, no, they're gonna struggle. But same thing with a lot of offenses too. I mean,
So let's and speaking of struggling offenses, let's talk about your Patriots for a quick second. Same kind of the same thing I saw with Denver. Like, the only difference is the Patriots don't have the skill position players.
they never do usually though.
They never do, but I'm seeing from Mac a lot of, like, kind of what I expected to see, like, just high percentage passes, little risk. Let's win games 17-13.
grinding,
Grind them out.
which sucks as a fan to watch because it's like all anxiety.
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
all
Jesus
anxiety
Christ.
the whole time. But
I know, I hate
listen,
that.
But it takes time
no
to get
one's
there.
no one's touching the Bills in the division, so who cares? You got what, 37 or 38 players under contract next year with like 140 million in cap space.
Like 125 or something like that. Yeah.
But I think it's going to be more than that. But
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it projects out more. But, like, look, this year is, again, it's kind of a throwaway for the Patriots. Like, it's not a throwaway because you want to see improvement out of Mac Jones. But that's the only thing you should really be looking for from this season is, can we get improvement out of Mac Jones? You're not winning the fucking Super Bowl this year. Period, end of story. It's not happening. I don't care if that defense goes all fucking 2001 and they, start, the ghost of Ty Law comes out of the closet and starts running back fucking interceptions for 6.
The defense is really good though. The defense is.
It is actually
Good.
a pretty good defense. That being said, the Patriots aren't winning the Super Bowl. They're not beating the Bills in the division.
Nope.
They'll beat the Dolphins. They'll beat the Jets. I still stand firm with that. They will be a fringe wild card team. It's kind of going to depend on how the West and the North shake out.
Of course.
Because I feel like the West and the North, like the Bengals, overrated as fuck, like we said they were going to be. They weren't. They're not a playoff team this year, in my opinion. After 2 weeks, the Bengals are not a playoff team. Love Joey Burr. Love Chase. Love bitch fiction Joe Mixon. Don't love that Bengals team.
They're struggling as a team.
Their offensive line is shit. Their defense is shit. They're going to get shredded as the season goes on. That being said, it was going to come down to Baltimore, Pittsburgh, like we said it would, all year round. And then we'll see what Cleveland can do if they can get their shit together. But they just blew a fucking game to the Jets. So I don't even think the fucking Cleveland Browns are doing Cleveland Brown things. And it's only week 2. Like, oh my God, like Jesus fucking Christ with the I just
a minute and 16.
I can't with these teams. I said this to Paul or maybe I said this last week on the show on Monday night. If you just put me in any booth during an NFL game in the coach's booth and just give me a headset and just allow me to sit there and go, nope, that's not a good idea. Nope, that's a bad, nope, you shouldn't do that. No, what are you thinking? Oh, you want to throw it here? No, you should probably run it. Oh, it's second and inches? Yeah, why don't we just go ahead and line up in a quarterback sneak 2 times in a row and see what happens? Like, if you gave me that job just to be like an advisor, a random ass fucking like voice in the room, I could guarantee you at least 2 wins. Plus 2 wins per year.
I mean, sometimes it's like common knowledge, and I understand that the complexities of the game, and you try to outsmart your opponent, but sometimes it's all about people are overthinking their positions.
Always.
Case in point, I see tons of people. I'm going to call out Pat. Pat, very down on the Patriots this year. Pat is like almost not even a Patriots fan at this point this year.
I've noticed.
So.
Typical New England fan.
So.
Front runner as front runner gets. Yes, Pat, I'm calling you out.
One thing you don't have to worry about, which I liked about the Patriots offense, is that 6 minutes to go in the game, still a 1-score game, the Patriots decided we can just run out the clock. If we just run first after first after first down, we can run out this clock and end the game. 6 minutes to go in the 4th. The Pittsburgh Steelers know the run is coming. The Patriots are lining up for runs. Pittsburgh can't stop it. That, to me, was very successful of an offense.
Absolutely
if
it was.
the defense knows you're going to run and you can't stop them.
It's called out-executing them.
And then the Patriots get down to the 10, and they're just like, oh, we'll just run out the clock. That's it.
The wrong emphasis on the wrong syllables in that sentence, but you
Whatever,
get what I
don't
meant.
care. Yeah. But that's like, to me, that's a big step in the right direction.
Weight, by the way?
No, it's just stress.
You look thinner.
It's stress, and I'm losing muscle mass.
I'm like looking at you, and I'm like, you look slimmer. You look svelte.
I wish. It's literally stress.
That's okay. I mean, whatever. Hey,
It's not good. It's not healthy weight loss. It's all negative weight loss. Because it'll come back on when I'm eating and
listen,
something like
I'll
that.
tell you right now. As soon as somebody tells me I'm looking slimmer, I'm like,
Hey, thanks.
don't care. But anyway, sorry. Continue.
So it is.
You look like a fat piece of shit.
Fuck you.
Well, it can't be any worse than the
I
time you made
am
fun
a
of
fat
him.
piece of shit, so I know one when I see one.
Kiss my ass.
Remember that time he showed you the paintball pictures? You're like, look at that piece of shit.
Yeah.
that was me.
Whoa, that's a fat fuck. That's me. Oh.
I'll never forget that. Joey's like, that's me.
It was this picture
Wow,
right
they
there.
just let anybody on their team out. Whoa, that guy's. Well, I said, holy shit, that's a fat fuck. And I was like, wow. I was about to say, I'm like, man, they'll let anybody on their team, huh? And Joe was like, that's me.
It was this picture right there. I posted.
Unbelievable.
Paul looks at this picture and he goes, "Holy shit, that guy's a fat piece of shit too, huh?" And I was like, I just looked at him like, "That's me." And even my mom fucking started laughing. My
He
mom.
changed jerseys. He had a different jersey on when he said the previous picture. Oh, that's me right there. And then he switches it, and I look at this one. I'm like, oh, man, that guy's a fat piece of shit.
Paul
too,
just
huh?
goes all in. You should just let him keep going.
Oh,
And
he
sit-
kind of let me finish.
You
I
sit there, and then like 2 minutes later, you see Joey get up. You see one tear roll down his cheek. He's just leaving the room.
was like, man, that guy's a
But what
fat
you don't
piece of
see
shit,
underneath
too.
that in my midsection is the giant belt that's holding the 11 pods on my back because I play back in a 10-man team. Okay? Fuck you.
That was still pretty fun.
I am a fat piece of shit. I will own that. That is why my name is Joey Fats, not Joey
Crisp.
Svelts.
Joey Crisp.
Yeah.
Not Joey Swole.
Not Joey Swole. No.
Joey Ripped.
You know Joey Swole's
Joey
he's
Shreds.
like mad short though. Joey Swole.
Well, he's only like what 5'10".
You don't follow Joey Swole? Oh my god.
He's like
dude.
the nicest bodybuilder of all time.
Dude, Joey Swole is like the fucking man,
I
dude.
have no idea who that is.
Oh,
Yes,
he's
you
one of
do.
my favorite
Yes, you
TikTok,
do.
Facebook
really?
follows.
Oh, I'll have to get on it.
Oh,
I'll get on
dude.
it. I'll get on it.
Absolutely
he
fucking yoked.
makes fun of people who make fun of people at
yes,
the gym.
he shits on people who shit on people at the gym,
I do like that.
which is fucking awesome. Because again,
I get mad followers every day. I don't know why.
me too. I've been noticing that too. I'm like, I had 26
You
notifications
follow
the
a
other day.
lot of porn accounts.
No, I barely do anything on fucking.
Do I follow
I
porn?
barely
No,
do anything
that's
on
Instagram.
TikTok.
I follow a ton of porn on
I do
Instagram. but
nothing on TikTok.
This man right
ever.
here. He's on the left, obviously.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm on.
I love what's that stripper Bree or whatever her name is.
No
like
idea.
blonde chick
That guy,
stripper
the tall guy.
porn
That's
star.
him.
I'll follow him.
Oh, he's the fucking man. Joey Swole is awesome, dude.
5.4 million followers. Damn, he's getting bank off this shit.
Bro,
huh?
he is, and he's absolutely fucking yoked, like not a professional bodybuilder, but looks like one.
Yeah.
You might
No,
have-
he does competitions.
He does,
for sure.
no, he competes, but he's not. I don't think he has his pro card. Is what I was getting at.
Oh, you need a pro card now?
Yeah.
Always
you're
have.
right, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you have to just like try out.
No,
and you
well,
make
if
it.
you're IFBB, you have to get your pro card.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, to get on stage like Olympia and shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, he looks like he fucking could be, but those dudes are so fucking committed. It's so crazy, like the level of competition there. But anyway, Joey Swole's the fucking man, dude.
Didn't know.
One of my favorite fucking TikTok, Facebook followers of all time. Like
Yeah.
that's
Like people that give like, oh, like this person walked in front of like my camera as I
yeah,
was doing
he's,
like a
he's
set.
big
he's
on
like,
shitting people.
He's like, don't set up your camera in the middle of a walkway and expect people not to walk in front of you. The gym is not your place. It's a shareable experience. Like
Right.
he like
it's a
shits on people
shared
like,
space.
Yeah.
And he's just like, and his tagline is always like, "Be better, mind your own business."
Yeah.
Like
It's true, though.
Yeah, and it's true. It's absolutely
yeah,
true.
facts.
Because it's like, we go to the gym every day and like we shit on people, but like we don't blast them on Facebook or social media because of it. You know what I mean? Like I could sit here and like run my mouth about Nakatomi Plaza, or like a multitude of different like I don't know, those weird kids that like fucking like double dude it on the fucking row machine, which was really fucking strange.
Double doing it?
Double dude it.
What does that
You
mean?
know when you get on a motorcycle and you double dude it.
Yeah.
It's when you got to wrap your arms around your boy's waist because he's riding you on. You're riding
On
the
a
back of-
row machine?
on the cable, like the row machine, the cable rows. You know what I mean? Like they got the little V,
Yeah.
and they're doing it, and his boy is behind him, like with his arms around his waist. This hand to God, my wife was there. She can tell you.
For a joke.
I thought it was a joke until like the third or fourth time I saw them in the gym, and then they kept doing the same like weird shit.
Nakatomi Plaza, bro.
No, Nakatomi Plaza's yoked. That kid's fucking.
Yeah, he is.
That kid's straight cock diesel, bro. That kid, I'd
actually
fucking
is.
live for that kid any day.
Yeah.
We call it Nakatomi Plaza because he looks like a fucking East
A Nordsman.
European
He looks like a
terrorist
Nordic, yeah.
from the 80s. Blonde hair, beautiful, yoked.
Pasty white skin.
Yeah, basically
Probably,
like
probably blue eyes.
probably blue eyes. Don't know.
We've
Didn't
never
look
got
that
that
close,
close,
but yeah. But kid's an absolute fucking unit.
Yeah, he's a monster.
And we're just like making casual observations. I mean, I'd love to know what the nicknames people have for me. They're like, oh, look at this fucking fat
Just
old.
ask your brother.
Look at this fat old fuck still stuck in 2005 with his ankle socks and his Air Forces, his shorts below the knee. I just it's got to be funny. But anyway, I don't know where were we? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, your Patriots, they're gonna be fine.
I'm not
My
worried about
Broncos,
them.
they're gonna be fine. The Raiders are fucked. Do we want to show this Bryson video of Bryson getting
Yes.
assaulted?
Yeah, I
Your
wanna
brother
see
hasn't
All
seen
right.
it.
So here we go. So the Live Tour obviously has gotten a lot of fucking publicity over the last couple of
Yeah.
months because oh my God, they killed Jamal Khashoggi and the journalist, they beheaded him, and the Saudis are so terrible and you can't take that blood money. And meanwhile they're like, oh, what's up, China? What's up? Yeah, you want to give us some money? Okay, cool. Let me tickle your balls.
Meanwhile, Brooks Koepka's over there like paying off the guy that fucking stabbed him. He's like, here you go, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. Appreciate that.
Watch.
So
Huh? Why?
Watch. No, watch.
no, he's saying watch the video.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it to put it up. I'm just
All right,
saying,
settle down. So anyway, Bryson DeChambeau gets fucking assaulted at a Live golf tournament.
Badly.
where? Where? At what?
Where was this?
I don't know where
Do we
it
know?
was.
I don't remember
have no idea.
exactly where it was. It was in the United
I'm
States.
terrible at golf courses.
Was in the U.S.?
It was in the U.S. Yes.
I thought it was like Qatar or something.
No,
like
he
that,
gets
you know,
assaulted.
like,
What? So here, let me. I'll turn my monitor a little bit so you can see
Yeah,
it
that way I can see a little bit better.
Oh my God! Oh, right there. He gets
Got hit in the face with the rope. I already saw this.
assaulted. Look at him. He goes down to a knee. Look, he's on the ground.
Dead.
And I love this guy in the black shirt that like grabs the rope and he's like, that's tight.
Oh my God.
He's like testing the tensile strength of the rope.
I already saw this. I thought this was. Oh, all right. So this ain't shit then. All right.
Yeah, duh. What do you think? He actually got assaulted and
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
thought.
hear about it?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
What?
I'm
No,
like,
no, Bryson DeChambeau just gets snuffed at a fucking golf tournament. And then my favorite part is the guy in the black shirt being like,
Suspect rope.
this rope is real sus. Why is this rope so tight? But like he got like hit in the face and he like goes down to a knee. He's like, and you hear me? He's like, he like rips the towel out of the caddy's
Yeah, I
hand. He's
saw
like,
that.
fuck! Like
Yeah, he's mad.
he was mad. Like that caddy was probably like, I'm sorry.
It was somebody probably that like you know how like
Please,
he tried
Bryson,
to, like,
don't use your
they probably
don't
tried
use
to
your
like
science
raise
muscles.
the rope for him, but somebody else was going to and stopped it, and it stopped midway.
No,
and he was
I think
ah!
I think someone stepped on it by accident. They were trying to step over it and they stepped on it.
he
And
was
went,
like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
fucking people,
It sucks. I
they
mean,
pay my fucking."
imagine he's getting paid all those millions of dollars to be there, and then
Yeah.
he gets snuffed in the face with a rope, and you're like, God damn it!
Fucking people that pay my goddamn endorsements.
Oh man! All right. Do we want to call it there? We good? We gooch?
Yeah.
We gooch?
What,
Did we get to
missing,
everything?
missing anything? Oh, we want to talk about really quick Arch Manning.
Archman, no,
$280,000.
$280,000 on a recruiting trip.
Honestly,
that
that's worth
included
it.
like him and like 4 other guys or 5 other guys.
5 guys total, and didn't they
They
get
took him to Top Golf.
didn't they get 3 commits out of that already?
3 or 4, yeah, including
Probably
Arch.
the other guys that were there with him.
But they didn't give a shit about the other 4 guys. They only cared about Arch Manning.
They're like, yeah, you guys come
And
too.
now he's there,
Arch
and
Manning's like, I'll go if you bring my boys. And they're like, fuck, all right, fine.
Yeah, but who gives a shit? It's Arch Manning. He's gonna fucking ball the fuck out. He's gonna come into the league. He's gonna tear it the fuck up.
It's about merchandising sales of his name on their stuff,
Absolutely.
and they're gonna
So
make.
you think they're going to try and get the rights to his nil deal or something like that?
What
Is
you
that?
talking about? They can sell all that shit now,
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But isn't
No,
it?
but Arch can benefit off of it. Is
Yes.
the difference?
and they can
Right,
sell
I
it with
get
his
that.
name on the back of the jersey.
It
And
used
it'll-
to be.
Well,
It used to be only the University of Texas could
And the
sell
number.
Arch Manning in the number, but they couldn't put the name or something like
They
that.
couldn't put the name.
Couldn't put the name, but they could put the number, and they could sell the jerseys, and in the university would get all the money.
Okay, yeah.
Now they can put the name, and Arch Manning's going to get a cut. Texas is going to get a cut. Everybody's going to get a
But
cut.
wouldn't this be the first school
No.
associated
No.
nil deal?
No. There's nil deals going on right now.
I know
It's been
that.
happening.
But what I'm saying is most nil deals are just like
Well,
Bob
this
Tasca, fucking Chevrolet, bro. Like
this is going to be
the first university is what I'm saying. The first school that's
this is the
paying
first 5-star high school recruit
money.
with a major name and major hype attached to him committing to its university with the nil deals in place. So yes, this is, in a sense, you're right. Yes, this is going
Can't
to
the
be
university
the first.
take advantage of that themselves?
Well, yeah, because they're looking at this as as an ad revenue. Like, this is revenue for them. So now you're going to have schools. They're going to be
Maybe
like,
you're misunderstanding my question. If I might just be retarded for asking, but I won't even. We'll talk after. I don't want to clog the waves.
What
with
I
this.
say it
think
again.
What I think you're getting at is this, right? Let me know. This is the first. Let me explain it like this. This is the first major high school recruit that is coming up to a college with the NIL deals in place. So right now, yes, you're right. There's tons of NIL deals going on. You got DeColdest doing air conditioner ads. You know,
But that's an air conditioning business.
right. This is going to be the first major high school recruit, the first major name. Like, okay, like, let's go back to when Leonard Fournette came out. Remember when he went to LSU and it was a massive fucking deal? I've been watching Leonard Fournette since he was at fucking high school.
Yeah, I feel like he's like 43 years old.
Right, I do too, because I've literally been watching him since he was 16.
Okay, yeah.
And now he's in the pros and he's still killing it. Still Uncle Lenny.
Kinda.
Uncle Lenny is the old guy now.
I mean,
But I
kinda.
remember when he went to LSU and we all thought, like, holy shit, this is the next Adrian Peterson.
Right.
This kid's going to be a fucking monster. And he is. Whatever. I'm not saying he's not, but he's clearly hasn't
I get
had
it.
that success.
Yeah.
But this is the first guy in a long time. Like, this is Tim Tebow. This is Cam Newton. This is Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield. Like, this is Jimmy Clausen. Like, when he went to Notre Dame.
Jimmy Clausen.
Like, there's major guys that are coming out of high school now that are going to start choosing schools based on their marketability.
Right.
And that's why you're going to have basically East versus West in college football. I think you're going to have, we talked about the whole new fucking system that's going to be the college football is dead as we know it. Whatever. Kiss it goodbye. Haha. Whatever. Fuck Notre Dame. Fuck Penn State. Fuck all these fucking lame schools. It's only only the good schools are here to survive. So fuck off. It's all about the U, even though they lost on Saturday. Whatever. Fuck off. But my point is, this is the first major high school recruit that's coming out under these new rules. And yes, Texas is going to benefit from that. Absolutely.
Right.
No, there's no question about it. Texas,
I get
because
that.
Texas
I
now,
get that.
because now people are going to want Texas on their schedule because Texas, the amount of eyes Texas is going to bring, because they have Peyton Manning's nephew. We're like, we got Peyton Manning's nephew. Put us on national television. They're going to be like, okay. Sure. How many national television games do you want? Yeah. Who do you want on your schedule? Yeah. Like, okay, you want Alabama? Okay. Like, sure. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Like, that's how it's going to go. And then there will be others to follow. But yes, Peyton Manning's nephew, Arch Manning, is going to be the first major NIL casher inner, if you will, of this whole thing. I mean, he is going to make.
By whom though? By who?
What do you mean by whom?
Who's going to be the one to who's going to be the one to
Paying him?
endorse him? Who's going to be the one?
We don't know yet.
We don't know.
Could it be the school themselves?
No, it'll be
Okay.
Nike. It'll be DirecTV. It'll be Capital One.
That's slavery.
It'll be whatever.
Can the school
That's
own
what I
this
meant.
man?
That's
No.
what-
The school can't pay him. The NIL deals, the school still can't pay you. The school can't be like, hey, we'll give
They
you.
can't cash in on the NIL deal and be like, hey, we're going to pay your nil
The school's
deal.
gonna
Like,
the school's gonna cash in other ways.
Right, but they can't
Because
be the sole endorser.
because Texas
of,
is, if I'm not mistaken, Texas has its own is part of its own network, right? They're
Yeah.
like Notre Dame, where they have their own like TV network or whatever.
Matthew McConaughey
Yeah,
again.
like so they're gonna get all sorts of money from all sorts of fucking places.
oh, sure.
Matthew McConaughey's like, I'm gonna put.
So
you
it
in
is
the movie.
extremely beneficial for them to get him, but no, they can't. The Texas University, they cannot go and be like, we'll give you $80 million to sign here.
Right. Be a Texas.
Right? No, they
Fucking
can't. They can't.
poster
No,
boy.
can't do that.
Right.
Can't
right.
do that. That's not how the NIL. Listen, there's a lot of.
So I wonder who's gonna fucking pony up the dough. I think it's gonna be Nike. But if that was the case, I
Well,
think
it doesn't matter who's.
Oregon.
You're going to have
Doesn't
people
matter.
literally beating down Texas's door to sponsor them now.
It could be Live Golf.
Right. Could be Live Golf.
Imagine how dope that would be. Saudis are like, fucking shaving dough off left and right.
Peyton's like,
Throw
God
it-
damn it.
I know.
My nephew already made much money as I did.
Shit, this Rolex fixed. Dope, though, yeah.
Rolex, Lamborghini, Ferrari. There's an infinite amount of
Dude,
possibilities.
how awful you must
Think
feel
about
as
it, dude.
Cooper.
You go to the University of Texas.
Coop's chilling.
Cooper is a fucking doctor, and is like the most disrespected member of
Is
that
he a
family.
doctor?
Yeah.
He's a doctor?
Well, he was. I think he retired now. Then his son's gonna outpace him in like
Is he
in like
really?
18. Pretty sure
Cooper's
Cooper
fucking-
Manning's
He's
a
like, I'm the
doctor.
most accomplished
Nah,
person
because
in a normal job.
One thing about Peyton is Peyton will always say, like, his biggest regret, like, he wears 18 for his brother.
Yes.
That was Cooper's
Coop,
number.
Yeah.
Because Coop got hurt in high school and
Yup,
wasn't able to
back
go on,
injuries, right. It
or
was
college or
back
whatever it was.
issues. No, he had back issues.
Yeah, he couldn't play anymore. So
medical
Peyton,
issues, not injuries.
Peyton
medical.
played for Cooper his whole life,
Right.
and he did that, and he honored his brother by wearing number 18. So
Could you imagine if
he's not disrespected at all. I mean, Coop. Remember when? Well, they call him Cupper. When he was doing like the man on the street shit for the Dan Patrick show, like on Super Bowl week and shit, like that shit was awesome. That was fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like the Cooper, the whole Manning family is fucking riot, dude. Like, man, it's like imagine if we got famous.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we would be like. We'd be like the Kardashians meets Jackass. Like that's what our family, like you, me, and Keith would be.
Plus, like Duck Dynasty. I don't know.
No, I just think we've got the loftiness of the Kardashians, or at least like the expectations.
I can get some bougie up in my ass.
We'd be bougie as fuck, but we could also be like, all right, well, let's go take these pit bikes off this 24-foot ramp we just built for no reason.
Yeah.
Because Keith would be like, hey guys, I just came home with an Abrams A1 tank. You want to go fucking shoot some shit? We'd be like,
Do you know Hyde is the center for his brother in high school?
who? Micah?
Hyde Manning is the youngest Manning.
Oh, no shit, really?
And he's the center.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, we got a lineman coming out. Yep.
Yeah, but they can see Manning as lineman. They're gonna be like, can you play quarterback?
You're like, wait, hold on. Your last name's Manning, and you're not throwing the
Okay.
ball.
After football did not work out for Cooper, he became an energy investment specialist.
Not a doctor.
Not a doctor. I thought he was a doctor. Someone's family member is a doctor. I gotta find out who that was. Maybe it was,
Sam Congato,
no, he wanted to be a witch
Pride
doctor.
of Liberty University,
It's
by the
probably
way.
like Martine Grammatica.
Do you know
or
that?
something.
You know
No.
Sam
It one of the
Congato was a
Grammatica brothers.
Yeah, I
Liberty
know.
University
No,
guy?
voodoo
It's one
witch
of the
doctor.
Grammatica brothers.
It was
Yeah.
not the Grammaticas.
One of the. It was the one
probably
that.
the-
It was the one that blew out his knee celebrating a fucking
think it-
31-yard field goal.
I think it was one of the Jordan. No, was it not one of the Jordan kids? Was it one of the what's his name's
Matthews?
son?
Gronkowski brothers?
One of the Ball brothers.
No, Walter Payton. Isn't Walter Payton's son? Didn't work out in the NFL. And now he's a doctor.
Oh no! I think you're thinking of the kid that went to Texas that became a Rhodes Scholar. Is that the kid you're talking about?
Xavier Rhodes.
No, not Xavier Rhodes.
Oh, he was a Minnesota Viking.
Yes.
I think it is Rhodes. Is his last name? It was like a pun, like Rhodes Scholar, and he's already a Rhodes. But yes, he did become a doctor, and he's like topping his field to some shit like that already.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's like a genius,
It's amazing how that works out, right?
and he makes less money now than
fucking
Yeah,
ball
Xavier
athlete
Rhodes.
and a
Yeah, it was
mad
Xavier
smart.
Rhodes.
ever. Yeah, Xavier Rhodes. He's a Rhodes Scholar.
Imagine being like, yo, my athleticism didn't get me through college. I can still back it up.
And
You
then
know
he's
what I
like,
mean?
guess what? He goes, I took a pay cut to take this job and take care of you. piece
Yeah,
of shit."
Right?
yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun though to see Arch Manning go to Texas, and
Let's do it.
I mean, again, college football, as you know it, is dead. So get fucked.
Let's
all
revive
you.
it.
I don't think there's gonna be any reviving.
Yeah, Arch Manning will do it.
It'll be fun like it is every other year.
Yeah.
It'll just be very different, and not in the traditional sense. Which the only thing college football has going for it is tradition, and that is going out the window. Because I'll tell you right now, I do not tune into college football on Saturdays because I'm a huge fan of the forward pass. or efficient offenses or rules where guys don't get ejected for making a routine tackle because the offensive player decided to duck his head at the extreme last moment. I don't tune into college football. The only reason I tune into college football is for the tradition. So we'll see how this goes. I do think that there's going to be a lot less wasted Saturdays where you've got like, all right, we got number 2 Alabama versus Southern Mississippi State University Junior College, and you're like, cool.
Bye.
I don't need to see this.
Not watching.
Like, why is this like this Saturday, I think it's like OSU, Wisconsin. And it's like, Wisconsin's not even ranked. Why is this the fucking primetime Saturday night game? Like, really? There's not a single game on the fucking college football slate this Saturday that could pit 2 ranked teams against each other on Saturday night? Like,
Nope.
I got to suffer through fucking OSU, Wisconsin, and I got to watch OSU just bludgeon them? Why? Like, all right, anyway, but that's a whole other discussion for a whole other day.
Yeah.
On that note, boys, thank you very much for everybody who tuned in tonight. Make sure you like and share. We got shadow banned last week. It was a little bit of a rough go. Sorry the show ran a little bit long tonight. We got shadow banned last week. Don't know why. Not sure what happened.
Don't care. Fuck you.
We displeased the Zuck.
Yes.
And he made us pay for it. So make sure you like and share. Make sure you give us a subscribe to Row 1 Seat 1, our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. We're not super active there, but we retweet and post funny shit. So it's good for a lot of content. But the Facebook page is where it's at. So go there. And make sure you tell your friends and your family, and keep tuning in every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. right here on the New Bedford Guide, and of course row1seat1.com, which by the way I still think I have. I think I gotta. I'm still working on that.
We'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still there. I own it. I definitely own it. I don't know what else to do with it though, because I'm not a web designer. So anyway, until next Tuesday night. So we're going to hear next Tuesday will be the 20th. We got 2 Tuesdays, and then I'm on vacation. So we're going to miss a Tuesday in the middle of October. Okay. We'll have a week off that week. But, we'll be here Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m.
Huzzah.
Is that the Gingers?
Huzzah? No.
Huzzah? That's what the Gingers saying so far.
I
anyway, I don't know.
King
Peace.
Anyway. For Mr. Betancourt and Plizzy, I am Joey Fats. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you all right here again next week, Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Enjoy week 3. Peace.